30 seconds for tonight's pregame show.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on our Kingland Construction pregame shows. Darren Eggenstall with you. It's also Coaches versus Cancer Night here at Forest City High School, so we want to make sure we recognize all that as well. So we'll be talking tonight throughout the night as far as our Coaches versus Cancer evening goes. There pink warm-up uniforms here for the Forest City boys and girls basketball teams. The coaches are also in pink. Coach Erpelding is wearing pink with his suit tonight. Those that know Coach Erpelding, always in his suit. He's wearing pink with his suit this evening as well. So a lot of things going on, ways to support cancer. Also, we want to highlight our good friends at FCIS Insurance. We're so thankful to what FCIS Insurance does for our community. And FCIS Insurance will be sponsoring three-point baskets as they are turning 45 this year. FCIS turning 45 years old. So every three-point basket made during varsity contest tonight, for FCIS will donate $45 to cancer. So that's pretty awesome to cancer research, and pretty awesome. Every three-pointer, $45 to Relay for Life, which eventually, as we mentioned, there goes to cancer. So congratulations to FCIS, 45 years. Thank you so much for what you do for our community. So a lot going on here at Forest City High School. Let's talk a little bit about as far as the cancer. We want to highlight some of those cancer facts. It was predicted that about 70 people in Winnebago County and 110 people in Kossuth County were newly diagnosed with cancer in 2022. There are approximately 595 people living with cancer in Winnebago County and 990 people living with cancer in Kossuth County. Iowa will have more than 20,000 new cancer diagnoses in 2023 and more than 1.9 million new cases in the United States this year. And one of the best ways that we all can take part in this fight is through early detection and cancer screenings. We ask of everyone in this gym, whether you're in the gym tonight, whether you're listening or watching on the broadcast, to make your plan for you and your loved ones to get screened for cancer at the right time. We will save more lives by doing this and continue our fight against cancer. We'll talk more throughout the night with different cancer facts and different cancer ideas. We want to make sure we keep cancer on the mind tonight for the purpose of beating cancer. And of course, very cool what the American Cancer Society does with Coaches versus Cancer, and what the great people of the Winnebago County Relay for Life do for our communities, and we're so thankful for that. Well, as far as girls basketball goes, the Forest City Indians taking on the Algona Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears, the #1 team in Class 1A, 16-1 overall. They're 13-0 in the top of Iowa Conference this year. The reigning Class 1A state champions from last year. And, of course, we mentioned on our broadcast, if you joined us for our broadcast on the 21st, about 10 days ago, it was kind of interesting. Forest City played North Iowa last night, had played North Iowa 10 days ago. Now also 10 days ago on a Saturday, the 21st, Forest City taking on Bishop Garrigan at Algona High School. And we talked a little bit then, but Bishop Garrigan's one lone loss of the year comes to Hopkins in Minnesota, 72-46 loss. Hopkins is currently ranked number 8 in the country when it comes to girls basketball. Yeah, not in the state of Minnesota. They're #1, obviously, overall in the state of Minnesota. They're currently number 8 in the entire country. Have had stars such as current UConn star Paige Beckers. Of course, Paige right now out with a knee injury, and hopefully get to see her back on the court. What a special player she is. last year. It's fun to watch her and Iowa native and current Iowa star Caitlin Clark. It's fun to see Beckers and Clark. Not a lot of people realize that Paige Beckers is from just up the road in Hopkins, Minnesota, just outside the cities there. They were the Class 4A Minnesota State champions last year, and so that's who going to Bishop Garrigan lost to in their first meeting. Their first loss of the season, first game of the year. They also played the Class 2A Minnesota State champion from last year at the same tournament. They went to a Thanksgiving tournament, started their season with the Class 4A Minnesota State champion and the Class 2A Minnesota State champion. They beat Providence Academy, which is the 2A champion from last year, 93-89. What a game that was. What a game that was between Audie Crooks, who we're going to see tonight, who's the #1 player in the state of Iowa, and Maddie Greenway, who, yes, if you're thinking, okay, Greenway, let's put 2 and 2 together. Greenway, Minnesota. What famous Greenway do we know up in Minnesota? Well, the star of former Iowa Hawkeye and Viking great Chad Greenway is Maddie Greenway. She's the star on the Providence Academy. So that second game of the year was Audie Crooks taking on Maddie Greenway of Providence Academy. Greenway had 38 points in that game, and Crooks had 48. I rewatched rewatched that game. What a fun one that was there between kind of a duel it out between Maddie Greenway and Audie Crooks. 38 points for Greenway and 48 for Crooks. And so far in the Iowa schedule, thus far, Bishop Garrigan has had their way with the Iowa schedule thus far. They played a little bit of a closer one. North Union stayed with Bishop Garrigan in Armstrong just a couple of nights ago. The final score ended at 63-49, but North Union was there at times in that contest. Other wins for Bishop Garrigan as of recent, they beat Garner Hayfield Ventura 69-26, 80-34 over Eagle Grove. And that takes us back to 10 days ago when they defeated Forest City on their home floor 95-49. Other big wins this year. They have an 185-18 over Newman Catholic. They put 86 on Eagle Grove the first time. And then 70s against Belmont Clemmy, GHV Algona. North Union the first time, put 80 on North Iowa, 80 on West Hancock, 80 on Belmont Clemmy, and almost 80 on Lake Mills before that 95 point performance. Actually, 95 is the most points they scored this year, and that was against Forest City. Audie Crooks, we've talked about her a little bit. She's been going off a little bit more than usual. Crooks has it's kind of weird to be able to talk about Crooks being able to add more to her game, but she's been shooting at about an 85% clip. Yes, in the last 4 games, she's been shooting between 85 and 90% from the floor, which is absolutely incredible and quite deadly. 525 points for Crooks on the season, 236 rebounds for her so far this season. Just an incredible start to the season. She's averaging 30 points per game and almost 14 rebounds per game. Audie Crooks there for the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. Well, let's talk about your Forest City Indians, because they're going to have to put up a fight, or they're going to want to put up a fight tonight here against Bishop Garrigan. You know Forest City is going to give everything that they can here against the Golden Bears. Forest City played I thought pretty well defensively last night. Held North Iowa to 9 points there in the second half. And I think Forest City, it's going to start on the defensive end, and it's not going to start defensively on Audie Crooks, right? Audie Crooks is going to score 35, 40 points tonight. You can't really, you're not really going to put defense on Audie Crooks. You're going to have to let her have her 35 points. For Forest City, it's going to be shutting down players like Molly Joyce, who's going to Truman State next year, shutting down the sophomore Zoe Montag, who's scored about 80 points this year. Seisha Alish is going to come in, a freshman at 5'5". She's scored about 120 points so far this season. The junior Abby Capacious has scored 160 points this year for Bishop Garrigan. Some of those girls are who Forest City going to have to shut down tonight if you want to win this game. You shut down those role players. Give yourself an opportunity to try to win this basketball game. Our pregame show today brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Kingland loves the area, loves to support the area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outdoor building, or even remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. Again, that's 641-585-0101. 6601. Kingland Construction Service, the sponsor of today's pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 2.5 minutes. When we come back in 2.5 minutes, we'll have starting lineups. Tip-off, we'll get set. Forest City, Bishop Garrigan coming your way in about 2.5 minutes.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and JennAir. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for Bishop Garrigan, a senior at 5'7". Starting for Bishop Garrigan, number 11 is Molly Joyce. A sophomore guard at 5'7", number 22 is Zoe Montag. A junior guard at 5'7", number 21 is Abby Capacious. A senior guard at 5'7", number 30 is Ashlyn Hovey. And a senior center at 6'3", number 55 is Audie Crooks. Brandon Schwab is the 15th year head coach of the Algona Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears, who are 16-1. Forest City starting lineups: a sophomore guard at 5'6", number 2 is Colette Logus. A junior guard at 5'4", number 3 is Emma Anderson. A sophomore number 4 at 5'10", Bethany Warren. A junior guard at 5'7", Jaden Jerome. And a senior guard at 5'4", number 22 is Carly Lambert. Coach Matt Erpelding is in his 5th season at Forest City. He's won 72 games, lost 39. In 20 years of coaching girls basketball, he's won 285 games. He's lost 175. Forest City is 11-7 overall. They are 9-3 in the TIC West. And we will get set for the national anthem. Tip-off is next between Forest City and Bishop Garrigan here on KIOW.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment in Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
After this,
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here to Forest City High School as we get set for Algona Bishop Garrigan and Forest City in conference play. The Golden Bears are in all gold jerseys tonight, black numbers on front and back with those gold jerseys. They've got plaque trimming down the side of the jerseys for Bishop Garrigan. Their bench will be to our left here courtside. Forest City will be in their whites here at home. White jerseys for Forest City, gray Forest City across their chest, gray numbers outlined in red for Forest City. Forest City across their chest in gray for the Indians. Again, coaches versus cancer night here at Forest City High School. Garrigan in black across the chest, those gold jerseys for Bishop Garrigan. And we are set to tip things off here at Forest City High School. Thanks so much again to our pregame show sponsor, Kingland Construction Service. It'll be Audie Crooks jumping for Bishop Garrigan. Bethany Warren jumping for Forest City. Audie Crooks wins the tip. The least surprising thing we'll see all night, and it is we are underway. To the right side of your radio dial, here comes Golden Bears with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound to the Indians. Good start, better start for Forest City than the first time around, as the Indians trying to beat Bishop Garrigan back the other way. And Forest City, not sure what the whistle was there for, but it's a turnover on Forest City. We were obstructed by the official. Didn't see what he said. Brian Pierce, Caleb Nearing, Colin Friesman are our three officials this evening. Here's a three on the way up, and it is no good. Rebound comes out to Carly Lambert. Indians trying to work it back across the half-court line. They do with Colette Logus. Forest City gets Bishop Garrigan to miss their first two shots. Inside, Bethany Warren with the basketball. Warren will try to feed it inside to Lambert. It's off of Bishop Garrigan, goes off of Montag, and it will stay with Forest City. Audie Crooks had the first 14 10 days ago on Saturday the 21st when these two teams played. Here's Anderson. She'll drive her shot, no good. Rebound to Capacious. Capacious wants to run the other way. She'll get it across the half-court line, pitch it off to Joyce. 7-11 to play here in the first quarter, no score. Bishop Garrigan and Forest City. Joyce with the basketball. Here's Montag. They feed inside to Crooks. Crooks for two. It's up and it is good. Audie Crooks will find the first 2-point basket of the game. And it's 2-0 Bishop Garrigan. 6:55 to play first quarter. Anderson across the half-court line. Anderson top of the key. Off to Jerome on the right wing. Jerome with the basketball inside to Lambert. And a collision between Lambert and Anderson. The ball goes out of bounds off of Forest City. Lambert and Anderson were both driving in and ran into each other, and the ball went harmlessly out of bounds against Forest City. So Bishop Garrigan will get the basketball back. They'll bring it across the half-court line. 6:40 to play here in the first. Left wing. Here's Capacious now at the free throw line. She'll drive her shot, no good. Crooks the rebound, puts back, no good. She'll get her own rebound a second time, puts it up and scores. So Crooks will make it 4-0 Bishop Garrigan. She has all four. 6:25 to play here in the first quarter. Forest City desperately needs a bucket. Don't want Bishop Garrigan to get too much further away from them. And now Forest City turns it over again. Indians have been doing pretty good turnover-wise. Forest City averages just 15 and a half turnovers per game, but quickly have a couple here. And Bishop Garrigan will get the basketball back, leading 4-0 with 6:13 to play in the first quarter. Capacious. Montag inside to Crooks. Crooks for two. Her shot is up, and it is good. She's got 6. 6-0 Bishop Garrigan. Forest City trying to work the other way. Indians have numbers. Bethany Warren top of the key. Bishop Garrigan's defense will catch up, though. Bethany Warren on the right side. Picks up her dribble. Will have to eventually get rid of the basketball. Does to Anderson. Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson drives in. Count to Jaden Jerome left wing. Jerome with the basketball. Here's Bethany Warren. 16 on the shot clock for Forest City. Here's Lambert on the right wing. Lambert. Basketball ends up in the hands of Colette Logus. She picks up her dribble. The Indians throw it away again. Another turnover for Forest City. Lambert's trying to get back to it, and it will be an over in the back now, as Molly Joyce was trying to beat Forest City to it. She can just pick that up and score if she does. But fortunately, Lambert was able to get back and touch it up for the over and back. And now Bishop Garrigan will inbound from the front court. Colette Logus tried to be sneaky there and go after a steal, but she knocked it out of bounds. 5:28 to play here in the first quarter. Now Capacious will inbound from in front of the Forest City bench. Here's Joyce. Hovey inside to Crooks. Crooks for 2. It's up and it's good. Crooks has 8. It's 8-0 Bishop Garrigan. 5:19 to play here in the first quarter. As Colette Logus will bring it across the half-court line. Logus on the right wing. Logus will hand it off to Anderson. Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson trying to work on Capacious. Anderson off the glass for 2. It's a bit strong. No good, and the rebound is to Joyce. Joyce across the half-court line. Joyce, free throw line, feeds it into Crooks. Crooks has 2 more. It's 10-0 Audie Crooks leading Forest City with 4:55 to play in the first. Now the Indians will bring it across the half-court line. Anderson, free throw line jumper. Anderson trying to stop the bleeding. No. Crooks grabs the rebound. Will give it off to Joyce. And here comes Bishop Garrigan the other way. Joyce at the free throw line. Joyce back out to the left wing. Joyce will now try for a 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound to Jaden Jerome. And Jaden Jerome and Forest City will bring it back across the half-court line. Timeout Forest City. 4:32 to play in the first. Forest City trails Audie Crooks 10-0. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball from KIOW.
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585.
.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you. As Forest City will inbound the basketball. It'll be Colette Logus who will bring it across the half-court line for the Indians on the right wing. Logus to Anderson. Anderson back to Logus. Here's Bethany Warren on the right wing. Warren inside the arc, now back to Logus. Logus gets a screen from Warren. Logus picked up her dribble, has to get rid of it. Forest City turns it over again. 4:15 to play here in the first. The Indians will turn it over as Bishop Garrigan will substitute. It's the freshman Seisha Alish, 5'5". She checks in, as well as the other freshman Emmy Bartolo. So a pair of freshmen in here for Bishop Garrigan, 10-3. Here's Seisha Alish. She'll try for a 3 left wing. That's no good. Rebound to Bethany Warren. She out-rebounds Crooks on that one. Don't get to say that very often. Here's Anderson inside. Logus up and under. Layup. It's good. Colette Logus with a beautiful feed, and Forest City scores for the first time. They're back to within 8, looking for a couple of stops. 3:51 to play here in the first. Joyce with the basketball. Here's Bartolo on the right wing. Now the Indians have a steal. Outlet pass to Anderson. Anderson trying to beat Joyce. That's Seisha Alish. The Indians just turn it over. Here's Joyce back inside to Crooks. Crooks for 2. It's up and good. Forest City can't have those as Bishop Garrigan will take it to a 10-point lead now, 12-2, with 3:27 to play here in the first. Anderson on the right wing. Anderson drives in. Here's Jaden Jerome, top of the key. Jerome free throw line to Logus. Logus back to Jaden Jerome. She's going to try for a 3. That's in and out, no good. And the rebound will go to Bartolo, the freshman for Bishop Garrigan. Bartolo to Joyce. Forest City putting some pressure on in the backcourt. Joyce throws it away as she tried to feed it into Crooks, but threw it over Crooks' head. Pretty hard to do. And it's back to Forest City. 3:05 to play here in the first quarter. The Indians will get the basketball back, as it'll be Colette Logus who will bring it across the half-court line at the 10-foot volleyball line. Here's Logus being guarded by Joyce. Now Anderson on the right wing. Anderson with the basketball for Forest City. Anderson in the lane. Anderson out to Logus. Logus catch and shoot 3. It's good. Logus has got 5, and Forest City makes it 12-5 with 2:45 to play here in the first. Need a couple more stops here defensively. Here's Alish. Now Bartolo on the left wing. Gives it back to Alish. Capacious in the lane for 2. Capacious gets the jumper to go. First non-Audie Crooks to score is Abby Capacious, and it's 14-5. Across the half-court line, here comes Colette Logus. She's trapped. Anderson gets that. Now in the corner, Carly Lambert inside to Bethany Warren. Warren back out Logus. Logus looking for 2, has her shot blocked. Gets it back, and she's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. It's going to go to Bishop Garrigan. Logus got the basketball back after the block, but just steps out, and Bishop Garrigan will get it back. 2:14 to play here in the first. 14-5, Bishop Garrigan leads. They have the basketball with Joyce. Here's Capacious. Joyce back inside Capacious. Looking for two. It's up, and it is good. 16-5. Capacious now has the last four here for Bishop Garrigan. And Colette Logus will bring it across the line here for Forest City. Logus on the right wing. Here's Bethany Warren. Warren with the basketball. Nearly has it tipped away by Crooks. Lambert keeps it. Anderson on the right wing. Anderson with the basketball being guarded by Capacious. 17 on the shot clock. Anderson gets trapped inside. Here's Bethany Warren from the third block. That's up off the glass, and it's good. Bethany Warren gets a two to go for Forest City, and it's 16-7. 1:26 to play here in the first quarter. 16-7. Forest City trying to stay with the Golden Bears. Here's Bartolo, now Joyce on the left side. Seisha Alish. Alish inside of Capacious. Capacious out to Joyce. Joyce looking for her first three. That's good. Joyce knocks down her first three of the game. 19-7. 1:06 to play here in the first quarter. Across the half-court line, Anderson with the basketball. Anderson to the right side. Hands it off to Colette Logus. She'll try for a three. That's up no good. Misses everything. Bethany Warren trying to save it. She's stepping on the out-of-bounds line. That's Forest City basketball, absolutely. She saved it right back into Audie Crooks, and Crooks had her foot on the out-of-bounds line. Forest City basketball. 53 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 19-7, and the Indians will get it back. Great play there they turn it right back over as Anderson inbound to Lambert. Lambert wasn't looking. It goes off her back and out of bounds. 19-7, 53 seconds left here in the first quarter as Bishop Garrigan trying to extend their lead here on Forest City. To the right side, Bartolo. Joyce, now Alish. Alish drives in, looking for two. Her floater is up, and it is good. Alish scores for the first time tonight. 21-7, Indians trail by 14. Anderson will bring it across the half-court line for the Indians. Top of the key, back to Logus. Logus into the corner to Lambert. Lambert inside the lane, back to Warren. Will try for a three. It's up and it's good. Bethany Warren knocks down a three for Forest City. She has five, and it's 21-10. Indians back to within 11. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Alish on the left side with the basketball. 5 seconds now. Bartolo to Capacious. She'll try for a two. It's good. Abby Capacious gets a two to go at the buzzer, and Bishop Garrigan will lead Forest City. It's 23-10. Forest City trails by 13. They'll try to climb back into it here in the second quarter. We'll come back for the second in 1 minute. This is Indian girls basketball from KIOW.
MBT Bank, based in Forest City, has 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve your banking needs. MBT Bank offers the latest in banking technology paired with a local community connection. Find out all that MBT Bank has to offer by visiting us online at www.mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland, New Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Anderson will inbound the basketball. Here's Colette Logus across the half-court line. Logus with the basketball now to Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson bounces it back out. Anderson nearly has it stolen away by Capacious. Here's Nelson with the basketball. Drew Segelum's in for the first time, and the Indians turn it over again. 7:45 to play here in the second quarter. Forest City, again, only averages about 15 turnovers per game, but they're approaching, got to be getting over halfway to double digits already here, just entering the second quarter. Hovey inside to Crooks. Crooks for two. It's no good, but a foul is going to be called here on Forest City. It's going to go on Segelum. So Segelum's going to be charged with the first foul of the game. We went through the entire first quarter with no fouls. Segelum gets charged for the first one of the game. And Audie Crooks will go to the free throw line for a pair. First free throw is up, and it is good for Crooks. So Crooks at the free throw line for the first time. She made 6 field goals in the first half. Has 14. Oh, excuse me. She missed that one. I thought that free throw was going in. It went sideways as soon as it hit the rim. Has 13 points now. Misses the second free throw. Nelson to Colette Logus. Back to Brown. Brown's got an opening. She's going to try for 2. It's up, no good. And the rebound goes to Audie Crooks. 7:18 to play here in the second quarter. 24-10. Across the half-court line comes Joyce with the basketball. Hovey back to Joyce. Montag on the left wing. Montag feeds it inside to Crooks. Crooks for 2. It's up, no good. She misses it, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and she scores. 7th field goal of the half here for Crooks. Across the half-court line, here comes Colette Logus to Seglum. Seglum feeds it off to Nelson, top of the key. Nelson looking to drive in. Nelson up for 2. It's off the glass, no good. Rebound to Seglum. Seglum feeds it out to Brown. Brown and Joyce are fighting for it, and I think we got a foul coming here against Molly Joyce. So Molly Joyce, I believe, going to be charged for a foul on the scramble. It is, so Joyce will be charged for her first team foul against Garrigan. And we'll see an inbound pass coming for Emma Anderson. 6:43 to play, second quarter, 26-10. Bishop Garrigan leads. Colette Logus has the basketball for the Indians at the 10-foot volleyball line, left side of your radio dial. Logus will hand it off to Anderson. Anderson top of the key. Anderson trying to work on Capacious. Back to Logus on the right wing. Logus to the short corner right side. Seglum being guarded by Crooks. Seglum backs up behind the three-point line. Seglum, now she picks up her dribble. She's trapped. 2 girls on her. Has to get rid of the basketball. Does over to Anderson just before the 5-second call. Anderson top of the key. 11 on the shot clock. Anderson at the free throw line. Here's Seglum. She's going to try for a 3. That's up, no good. Rebound is to Molly Joyce for Bishop Garrigan. So Joyce has it across the half-court line for the Golden Bears. Joyce to Crooks. Crooks for 2. No good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Also no good. Third opportunity for Crooks. She scores. Crooks gets 3 opportunities at it, and it's good. It's now 28-10. Here's Colette Logus. Off to Hayden Brown. Free throw line, Brown. And a foul is going to be called on the floor here against Bishop Garrigan. So foul on the floor against the Golden Bears. It's going to go against Montag. That'll be her first, second team foul against Bishop Garrigan. 28-10, Indians trail by 18, 5:46 to play here in the second. Hayden Brown will do the inbounding for Forest City. From the baseline on the left side of the backboard. Colette Logus on the right wing. Logus will hand it off to Brown. Brown drives in, Brown. Looking for 2, it's up and it is, oh, she's getting called for a travel. Looked like she kept her foot planted and went up for the 2, but she's going to be called for a travel, and we're going to go the other way. 5:35 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line, Hovey has the basketball. Joyce on the right side. Here's a 3. It's on the way. It's up, and it is no good. Montag, but Capacious is there for the rebound. Capacious rebounds for Bishop Garrigan. Joyce looking for a 3. It's on the way. This time it's also no good. Capacious again flying in for the rebound. No. Bishop Garrigan will get another opportunity, and no, they're going to call an offensive foul on Bishop Garrigan. So it won't be a third opportunity for the Golden Bears. Instead, it's an offensive foul on Capacious. Her first, team third against the Golden Bears. 5:14 to play here in the second quarter. 28-10. Across the half-court line comes Colette Logus. Top of the key, Logus. Hands it off to Nelson. Nelson to Drew Seglum. Seglum inside the lane. Seglum working on Crooks. Seglum stops, feeds it off to Bethany Warren. Warren poked out of bounds off of Bishop Garrigan. It will go off of Montag and stay with Forest City. 4:56 to play here in the second quarter. 28-10. 18-point lead for the Golden Bears. Logus will inbound the basketball to Hayden Brown, top of the key. Brown being guarded by Montag. Will feed it off to Logus, left wing. Logus looking for a step-and-shoot 3. It's no good. Rebound to Forest City. Seglum for 2. It's short. No good. Indians another opportunity, and a foul called against Bishop Garrigan. And Bethany Warren's going to the free throw line for Forest City. What a great drive there by the Indians. As now Bethany Warren will go to the free throw line for a pair. It'll be foul number 3 against Montag. First free throw is up, and it is good for Bethany Warren. First points of the second quarter for Forest City are a Bethany Warren free throw. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is no good. Rebound to Hayden Brown. Brown, the follow-up shot, doesn't get it to go. Crooks will grab the rebound for Bishop Garrigan. Joyce has got it across the half-court line. Top of the key, Joyce. Free throw line, here's Alish, left wing. Alish has it. Inside to Crooks. Crooks feeds it back out. Here's a three, Bartolo. That's short, no good. Rebound to Anderson for Forest City. Anderson looks up. She's got Brown. Brown the other way for two. It's good. Hayden Brown gets the runner the other way, and it's 28-13. Forest City trying to climb back in. 28-13. 4:08 to play here in the second quarter. Joyce with the basketball. Top of the key. Joyce has it. Feeds the basketball off to Alish on the left wing. Alish to Capacious. Here's a three on the way. Joyce, that's no good. Bethany Warren's got the rebound. Indians going the other way. Bethany Warren trying to go herself. Bethany Warren jump stop for two. It's good. Bethany Warren has got the Forest City crowd going. It's 28-14. Timeout Bishop Garrigan. 3:47 to go here in the second quarter. Timeout Bishop Garrigan. 30-second timeout will come back in as well in 30 seconds. Indian girls basketball from KIOW.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 28-14. Forest City has cut the Bishop Garrigan lead to 14 points. Garrigan wanted a timeout. It was not a happy conversation between Coach Schwab and his club. Inside, Crooks will find two more. Her ninth field goal of the first half. It's now 30-14. Bishop Garrigan with the lead. 3:31 to play here in the second quarter. Anderson to the top of the key for Forest City. Anderson drives in looking for two. It's up. It's no good. And the rebound this time is picked up by Alish across the half-court line. Here's Joyce. She travels. We're going the other way. 3:17 to play here in the second quarter. 30-14. Forest City trails by 16 points. They have the basketball here with Hayden Brown. Good crowd on hand. Forest City crowd trying to get into it. Brown across the half-court line. Brown. And it will be lost by Brown out of bounds. It will go back to Bishop Garrigan. Brown was hoping for a blocking foul on Joyce that she didn't get. 3:10 to play here in the second quarter as Coach Erpelding working the officials looking for a blocking foul. They didn't get one. Joyce with the basketball. On the right wing, here's Bartolo. Back to Joyce. Inside Capacious for two. It's up. It's no good. Rebound to Sagalum. And Sagalum is knocked to the floor. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Bishop Garrigan. It will be. So foul on the Golden Bearers. It'll be the second called against Capacious. 15th foul against Bishop Garrigan. 30-14. Coach Schwab telling his team to be smart foul-wise. They have Montag and Capacious here with two fouls. In the second quarter, 2:48 to play second quarter. Nelson for two. Her shot no good. Rebound and a foul is going to be called offensively against Forest City going the other way. Either Segalum or Warren. It'll be on Bethany Warren. That'll be her her first second team foul against Forest City. 30-14, 2:43 to play here in the second quarter. Molly Joyce will bring the basketball across the line for the Golden Bears across the big FC logo at center court. Joyce on the left wing. Bartolo. Now to Alish on the right side. Here's Crooks at the free throw line. Crooks feeds it over to Joyce. Alish. Now Bartolo inside to Crooks. Indians get defense on her. Bartolo will try for a three. No good. Rebound to Bethany Warren for Forest City. Here come the Indians the other way. Bethany Warren will stop with the basketball. Hayden Brown's going to try for a three. That's good. Hayden Brown knocks down a triple for the Indians, and it's 30-17. 2:04 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line comes the Golden Bears. It's Molly Joyce, top of the key. Joyce over to Alish on the left wing. Alish, Bartolo. Alish left wing. Now to Capacious. They'll go Crooks at the free throw line. Jumper for Crooks is no good. Rebound to Drew Seglum. Forest City has a chance to cut this to a 10-point game if they find a three. Brown has the basketball. Anderson Now Nelson. Nelson will drive in. She is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Lily Nelson drives on Audie Crooks. And going to the free throw line as Crooks is going to be called for her first 16 foul against Bishop Garrigan. And we'll see 2 free throws here for Lily Nelson. First free throw is up, and it is no good. She'll get one more. 1:33 to play here in the second quarter. Audie asking the officials where it came in at, if it was a body foul or an arm foul. Second free throw is up, and it is good. And that conversation happened right in front of us here. 3:18 to play in the second quarter. Indians have it to a 12-point game. 1:33 to play here in the second. And Molly Joyce will bring it across the half-court line for Bishop Garrigan, wearing their gold and black jerseys. Gold body of the jerseys, black lettering and numbering. Joyce on the right side. Joyce will drive in the paint. She misses. Blocking foul going to be called against Sagalum, so two more free throws are coming, this time out of the arms of Molly Joyce. 1:19 to play here in the second quarter. Joyce will go to the free throw line for Bishop Garrigan, a 75% free throw shooter. First one is up, and it is good. Again, Joyce shoots almost 76% from the free throw line this year for Bishop Garrigan, just under 76%, 41 of 54. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound to Hayden Brown. Indians trying to cut more into the lead, 31-18. Here's Colette Logus on the right wing. Logus will try for a three. It's on the way. It's up, no good. Rebound is going to be fought for, and it's going to end up in the hands of Capacious, the junior, for Bishop Garrigan. Now Joyce wants to run. Free throw line, Joyce inside Crooks for 2. It's up, and it's good. Audie Crooks finds the 2-point basket for Bishop Garrigan, her 10th field goal of the first half, 33-18. Pass inside, bounced around a couple of arms. Finally, Bishop Garrigan has a steal. Here's Joyce. Joyce inside the lane for 2. It's up, and it is good. Joyce, her first 2-point field goal of the game. It's 35-18. 41 seconds left here in the quarter. Colette Logus to Brown, short corner right side. Brown with the basketball, kind of in a tough spot. She steps through 2 defenders, and she scores. Great drive by the freshman. That was not a freshman drive. 35-20. Indians trail by 15 with 25 seconds left here in the second quarter. Coach Schwab will call out one shot for his team. Shot clock off. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's Joyce dribbling with it near the half-court line just in front of us here at the scorer's table. Now Capacious on the far side. Capacious will get some pressure from Colette Logus. Inside to Crooks. Crooks for 2. It's up. It's no good. She misses it, and she commits a foul. She misses the layup, and then Brown goes to the floor, and Crooks is going to be charged with her second foul. And it'll be 1-and-1 free throws here for Hayden Brown. 1-and-1 free throws. 1-and-1 free throws will come here for Hayden Brown with 5 seconds left in the quarter, 35-20. And Brown will get a pair here for Forest City as she's trying to stretch out and take a breather as she just went to the floor a moment ago. A 52% free throw shooter on the season for Forest City, 24 of 46. Over 100 points in her freshman year. First free throw rattles around, doesn't go. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Joyce will try to get as far as she can. No, it does not go. It does not go. 35-20 will be the score at the end of the first quarter. Joyce took too much time. She did not get it off in time. Halftime score, it's Bishop Garrigan 35. It's Forest City 20. We'll come back for our halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf University sponsors today's halftime show, and we'll have it for you in about a minute here on KIOW. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you here at our halftime show, brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf of Forest City sponsors today's halftime show. Thanks so much to our good friends at Waldorf University. They support our local athletes. Look forward to helping them further their educations and career. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. And Coach Dan Rosacker will join us now. And Coach Rosacker, you've got a fellow Indian at Waldorf University, the sponsor of our halftime show, Noah Miller, who's in the crowd here this evening. Kind of cool to see when your athletes go on to college, but especially when they stay here at Waldorf and go to our local school.
Yeah, Noah's doing really well over there, and it's good to see. It's fun to get over there and see him, and the kids that play here, obviously, that played with him, like to get over there and watch that. So, yeah, it's a great connection for sure.
Yeah, Coach Jenkins doing a great job at 12, 13 years. He's been around here now, so it's been quite a while, and he's kind of integrated himself into the school and really enjoy Coach Jenkins and everything he does for our community as well. Well, let's talk about your team, Coach. You're playing some pretty good basketball. What a good game again last night. Tommy Miller goes nuts for 28, and you come up with another win.
Yeah, we did. Tommy was incredible last night. I mean, at both ends of the floor and knocked shots down. And he's such a competitor, and he wanted the ball, and it's been a while since we've had a kid that really wanted the ball that bad at crunch time and all the time. But he was really in a flow last night and set the tone for us for sure, especially when we got off to kind of a slow start. We, even the timeout, he was active in the timeout, got guys going, and then took over once we got on the court. But I thought a lot of guys stepped up. Carson Strugle did some nice things inside, and we had to have Carson Hall go to the point, and I think he had 7 assists last night. So moving the ball and finding Tommy and finding the guys with the hot hands. So, Greg Smith's another kid that's coming off the bench and giving us a spark recently. So, yeah, a lot of good things are going well for us. So, 79 points, we'll take that whenever we can.
Yeah, no kidding. We talked about your offense a little bit in previous nights, and, yeah, you brought up Greg. You like to see him out there. He just looks like he's fighting for every loose ball possible and doing everything he can. That's the one thing that I've really noticed about your team. I know we brought this up once before, but it's really showing now that your kids really did not quit through all the rough times. Obviously, they don't want to have the start of the season that they had, right? And they just kept fighting through it, and they come out here, they look like they're having fun each night. Now it's paying off. They're winning.
It is. The pressure was on them early. They know all the conference championships and the winning that goes on, and this just wasn't happening for us. And the effort was always there, like you said. And we talked about that a lot. That there's a lot of things we can't control, like the ball going in the hoop, but we can't control how hard we play. And the kids really bought into that, and they stuck with it. In fact, I was thinking back to a text I sent a player earlier that stick with it in December. It was in December, stick with it, and that was Tommy Miller. And last night he definitely paid off for him. So I think the kids are seeing that, and they're just getting better together, and they're playing well together. They're finding each other, and we're playing a lot better team basketball. Bottom line.
Now you're going to take on a Bishop Garrigan team that you took on 10 days ago. I know it was a Saturday, and I know you guys, you can say whatever you want Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure that, it'll be different here now on a weekday, kind of more of a normal day. And I think your team wants a little bit of a different game than they had at Bishop Garrigan.
Yeah, I don't care what day it was. Garrigan beat us. That was pretty evident that day. Physically, they beat us. They got it, took it to us inside. They got to the paint when they wanted to, and we just got to be more physical and more mentally strong, I think, in this game. We had good looks over there, didn't go in, but I wasn't real pleased with our defense, and it was one of the few games we played that I didn't think the first half our effort was there, and for whatever reason, it just didn't happen that night. But like you said, we came back to a Charles City game after that, and then we built from there. But yeah, we definitely want to have a better outing tonight. The kids are aware of what didn't go right for us over at Garrigan. We want to correct that. So hopefully we can do that. But that being said, they've got a lot of weapons out there. They got size inside. They can get to the rim and they can knock down threes, and that's about everything you want offensively.
Yeah. What is your team? What do you think your team needs to do tonight?
We need to get back in transition. Number one, they like to run, and we need to do a much better job inside on their inside players. Last time we left. Strukel and Bransway, some of those guys on an island, and we need to get them some help a little bit, and at the same time close out on some shooters. So defensively, bottom line, we just need to be more active, I think.
All right, Coach, you might get some FCIS three-pointers in there tonight. You guys had a ton of them last night, 9 alone between Tommy and Connor Sopko. This is the type of game that Connor Sopko lives for, is the money going to cancer research there with three-pointers, $45 for every three-pointer, and so great to have a business like FCIS celebrating 40 years that wants to do something like that for our community.
Yeah, for sure. We got a lot of great boosters, but that's a great one for sure. And and hopefully we can spend some money for him tonight for a
There you
good
go.
cause. So hopefully we can knock some down.
There you go. Coach, thanks so much for your time.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
That's Forest City head boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker. We'll come back in about a minute and a half here with more of the halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Forest City and Bishop Garrigan at the halftime. Our halftime show brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. Waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. Taking a look at our scoring here in the first half for Forest City. The Indians saw 7 points from Bethany Warren, 7 from Hayden Brown, 5 from Colette Logus, and 1 for Lily Nelson. As far as Bishop Garrigan goes, 21 points for Audie Crooks. Here in the first half, she had 10 two-point field goals and 1 free throw for 21 total points. 6 points for Abby Capacious in the first half. You also had 6 points out of Molly Joyce. She had a three-pointer, free throw, and a two-pointer, and then 2 points out of Sasha Alish as well for Bishop Garrigan to get them to 35 points. We also do want to let you know that we know now where Forest City will play postseason basketball. The regional pairings were released about 20 minutes or so before tip-off tonight, and Forest City, as we expected, will host Iowa Falls Alden. Not that we would expect them to host Iowa Falls Alden, but they will be hosting on February 11th at 7 p.m. They will host Iowa Falls Alden, with the winner of that getting the winner of Clear Lake and Sadell. So Sadell will go to Clear Lake in the first round. Clear Lake and Forest City, that 1-point matchup on a Saturday very well could be another matchup in the second round of the regional. And then the winner of that, right now all roads are leading to West Marshall, who is the number 1 team in the bracket. They are the number 4 team in Class 3A. Some of the other area teams, Gunnar Hayfield Ventura will host Clarion Gilfield Dallas, with the winner of that going to Esterville Lincoln Central in the first round. This Algona Bishop Garrigan team gets a first round bye, and then they will take on the winner of North Iowa and GTRA. Other teams, West Hancock will get a first round bye, and then they'll go to Waterloo Christian in the second round. So regional pairings released about an hour before tip-off, and that's what we'll have those online at KIOW.com tomorrow. If you would like to view those, I'll have them on there for tomorrow. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the tip-off of the second half. This has been the Waldorf University Halftime Show, Indian Basketball from KIOW.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here to Forest City High School as we are set for second half basketball between Bishop Garrigan and Forest City. Bishop Garrigan starts with the basketball in the second half. Golden Bears now to the left side of your radio dial. Forest City will shoot to the right side a little bit later on in the quarter. Joyce will try for two. It's no good. A rebound to Crooks. She puts it back up. No good. Again, the second opportunity for Crooks. She's got 23 as Bishop Garrigan will lead 37-20. 17-point lead for the Golden Bears. Here's Anderson on the right wing. Now to Colette Logus. Carly Lambert back to Bethany Warren. Back to Lambert for a three. It's up and it's good. Carly Lambert scores for the first time tonight. She's got a three-point basket, 37-23, 7:17 to play here in the third quarter. To the right side, it's Montag with it. Montag has it stolen away. Comes the Indians. Jerome with it for Forest City. Jerome pitches it off to Logus on the right wing. Now to Bethany Warren, short corner. She's going to try for a two. It's up and good. Bethany Warren knocks down a two. Forest City starts with 5 points here quickly in the third quarter. 37-25. Forest City trails by 12. Montag to the left wing. Capacious nearly lost it. Hovey's got it top of the key. Montag to the right side. Joyce will try for a three. It's good. Molly Joyce cans her second three of the game, first of the half. And it's now 40-25, a 15-point lead once again for Bishop Garrigan. Carly Lambert on the right wing. Here's Bethany Warren. Warren brings it back out behind the three-point line. Here's Anderson with it now. Anderson gets the handoff at the free throw line. Anderson drives in. Here's Jaden Jerome left wing. Jerome will drive in. Jerome stops. She has her shot blocked. Crooks has got it for Bishop Garrigan. And Crooks will dribble it up across the court. Now pitch it off to Joyce. Joyce free throw line. She travels and we're going the other way. 6:06 to play here in the third quarter. Joyce goes sliding through the lane. And Forest City will get it back. 40-25. 6:06 to play here in the third quarter. Forest City will bring the basketball across the half-court line. Colette Logus, Jaden Jerome, Bethany Warren, short corner right side with the basketball. Warren brings it back out behind the three-point line. Now Anderson, top of the key, left wing, Colette Logus. Here's Carly Lambert. Lambert back to Warren. Warren steps around Crooks, tries to find two, has it swatted out of her hand. She'll get it back out to Jaden Jerome. 12 seconds left here on the shot clock. Forest City's got to get a shot off. Bethany Warren's got it. Warren, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Indians still have to get a shot off. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Colette Logus will drive in. Her shot no good. And the rebound will go to Bishop Garrigan, and then Colette Logus thought she had a steal, but she's going to be called for a foul. So Logus thought she had a steal after the missed shot as Capacious was bringing it up. It'll be the first team foul of the half here for Bishop Garrigan. They had two. For Forest City, they had two in the first half. Now the Indians going for a steal, but it lands up right back in the hands of Joyce after it was poked out by Forest City. Inside Crooks for two. It's up and it's good. Audie Crooks has 14 made field goals now, 42-25. 5:04 to play here in the third quarter. Colette Logus across the half-court line. In the corner, Bethany Warren. Warren now to Lambert on the left wing. Lambert will drive baseline. She's stopped. Gives it back to Anderson, left wing. Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson through the middle. Now back to Logus, left wing. Indians nearly throw it in the backcourt. Anderson able to chase it down, though. Anderson inside the lane. Back out, Jaden Jerome will look for a three. It is no good. Short. Rebound to Bishop Garrigan. Capacious has it. Now Joyce will bring it across the half-court line. Joyce inside to Crooks. Crooks for two. It's up, and it is good. Audie Crooks gets a two-point basket to go. Timeout, Bishop Garrigan. Full timeout. 44-25. 4:25 to play in the third. Full timeout. Bishop Garrigan will take it as well. We'll come back in 1 minute. Indian basketball from KIOW.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, Agrigold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the airport blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as we are off here after the timeout. Basketball in the hands of the Indians. Carly Lambert has it on the right wing. Lambert drives baseline. Lambert up and under. Layup is no good. It got close, but it doesn't go. Now that's Alish off to Capacious for two. No good. Foul called. And free throws coming here for Bishop Garrigan. As Capacious will have it, it'll be a foul called against Jaden Jerome for Forest City. That'll be her second team foul against the Indians. And Capacious will go to the free throw line here for Bishop Garrigan. 17 of 26 on the season. The free throw is up, and it is good for Abby Capacious. Now 18 of 27 on the season for Capacious. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is also good. She gets them both to go. 46-25, 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Anderson will try for a quick three. Catch and shoot three. Emma Anderson is cash money. 46-25, 3:51 to play in the third. Joyce brings it out behind the three-point line. To the right side. Alish inside Capacious for two. She scores. Capacious left open inside. She'll find the two-point basket. 48-28, Bishop Garrigan by 20. Jerome will try for a three. That's no good. Capacious tracks down the rebound. Capacious across the half-court line for the Golden Bears. Off to Joyce, 10-foot volleyball line, a 20-point game, 48-28. Alish, Bartolo. Bartolo has the basketball here for the Golden Bears. Across court to Joyce. She'll try for a three. That's up no good. Crooks the rebound, puts it back up, and she scores. 50-28, 3:05 to play here in the third quarter. Across the half-court line, Colette Logus comes. Jaden Jerome on the right wing. Jerome now to Anderson. Anderson free throw line. Anderson looking for two. It's up and it is good. Anderson finds a runner for the Indians. She's got five. It's now 50-30. 2:50 to play here in the third quarter. Joyce with the basketball. Joyce inside the lane. Kicks it out. Bartolo will try for a three. That's no good. Rebound to Jaden Jerome for the Indians off to Colette Logus. Forest City trying to run the other way. Logus inside. Logus back to Warren. Warren for two. It's up and it is good. Bethany Warren gets the two-point basket to go. 50-32. 2:30 to play here in the third quarter. Across the half-court line comes Joyce for Bishop Garrigan. Bartolo on the right side. Back to Joyce. Here's Alice. She's open for a runner. No good. Rebound Crooks. Puts it back up. No good. Rebound this time to Bethany Warren for Forest City. The Indians have a chance to cut further into the lead. Inside, Lambert's open for two. Oh, it's no good. A bit strong on her shot. And Bartolo's got the rebound here for the Golden Bears. Feeds it up to Crooks. Crooks inside for two. It's up and it's good. 52-32. Back to a 20-point game. Here comes Colette Logus with it for the Indians. Logus off to Lambert. Lambert will try for a three. That's no good. Misses everything. And the rebound goes out to Joyce. Joyce across the half-court line. Joyce inside the lane. Joyce Euro step around a defender. Up and it is good. Molly Joyce with a beautiful move there. Her first two of the second half. 54-32. Bishop Garrigan now by 22 with 1:35 to play here in the quarter. Bethany Warren steps around a defender. Her shot, though, a bit strong. And it's no good. And Crooks has the rebound here for the Golden Bears. Good drive there by Bethany Warren, just a bit strong on the shot. And the rebound comes to the Golden Bears. Capacious inside for two. Jumper is up, no good. Crooks the rebound, puts it back up, and she scores. 56-32, 1:11 to play here in the third quarter. Colette Logus top of the key. Inside Bethany Warren. Warren with the basketball. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson, left wing with it. Over to Colette Logus on the right side. Logus looking for a screen from Anderson. Gets it back on the right wing. Anderson inside to Bethany Warren. Warren gets it back out. 11 on the shot clock for the Indians. Anderson will drive in. Anderson now to Jerome. Jerome will try for a catch and shoot three. No good. Rebound to Capacious for Bishop Garrigan. Capacious Feeds it off to Joyce. Forest City has the Golden Bears trapped for a moment in the backcourt. Joyce comes across the half-court line. Joyce inside Crooks for two. It's up, and it is no good, but a foul called, and Crooks will go to the free throw line for a pair. Foul for Forest City will go against Carly Lambert. That'll be her first. Third team foul against the Indians in the half, and Crooks is at the free throw line for a pair. She was 1 for 2 her first trip to the line. Free throw is on the way. It's up, and it is no good. 56-32, 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter, and Crooks will get one more free throw here for the Golden Bears. Audie Crooks shoots free throws at about 61%, almost 62% this year. The Iowa State basketball commit. Free throw is up, and it is good. 57-32. Crooks will lead the game here for the Golden Bears. 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Forest City trails 57-32. Sagalum's back in, Hayden Brown's back in, and Lexi Eisenbrand's in for the first time tonight for Forest City. Eisenbrand's got it on the left wing. Eisenbrand try to feed it inside to Drew Sagalum. It's stolen away by Bartolo for Bishop Garrigan. Now to Joyce. Joyce on the right wing. Joyce drives in. Feeds it inside. Capacious for two. No good. A rebound of Bethany Warren for the Indians. Off to Hayden Brown across the half-court line. Brown wants to run. Brown stops with the basketball. Brown looking for two at the buzzer. It's no good, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. We've played three. It's Bishop Garrigan 57, Forest City 32. We'll head to the fourth quarter in 30 seconds. Our fourth quarter tonight brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. A&W will bring you tonight's fourth quarter in 30 seconds.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more. Available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. A&W brings you tonight's fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. You can find them with tasty treats, root beer floats, shakes, polar swirls, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City. You can still visit them for the next 2 hours here, as A&W is open till about 9 o'clock tonight. As we'll get back to basketball here in the fourth quarter. Forest City trailing 57-32. Bishop Garrigan outscores the Indians 22-12 in the third quarter. Here we go, fourth quarter action. Forest City starts with the basketball. Hayden Brown brings it across the line. Here's Drew Sagalum with it. Sagalum on the right wing. Sagalum looking to drive in. Sagalum for two. We've got a foul called on the floor before Sagalum went up. It is going to be called on Audie Crooks, so she'll pick up her third. First team foul against the Golden Bears in the half. 7:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass. Hayden Brown will inbound the basketball to Lexi Eisenbrand. To Brown inside to Bethany Warren. Feeds it back to Brown looking for two up. No good. Rebound Crooks. She outlet passes it to Joyce. Joyce inside Montag for two. It's good. Zoe Montag will find a two-point basket. Her first score of the game. And it's now 59-32. Forest City trailing the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. Eisenbrand in for two. It's up and it's good. Lexi Eisenbrand has her first two-point basket of the game. So Eisenbrand will score for the Indians. Makes it 59-34 now. 7:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Capacious. Joyce. Outside looking for three. Hovey, it's on the way. It's up. It's no good. Rebound is picked up by Drew Sagalum. So Sagalum's got it here for the Indians. Sagalum on the left wing. She'll try for a three. She traveled, though, before she shot the three, and so it'll go back to Bishop Garrigan. 6:54 to play here in the fourth quarter. 59-34. Anderson and Colette Logus are in here for Forest City. Lily Nelson and Lexi Eisenbrand will check out. 59-34. 6:54 to play here in the fourth. Across the half-court line, Joyce comes with the basketball. Joyce top of the key. Joyce will drive in to Crooks. Crooks for two. It's up and it's good. Crooks scores again, 61-34. 6:38 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bethany Warren back outside to Anderson. Anderson with the basketball at the free throw line. Anderson drives in. She's looking for two. It's up and it's good. Good drive there by Emma Anderson. 61-36 now. 6:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. And Joyce will bring it across the line for the Golden Bears. Joyce to the right side. Here's a three. Montag. It's good. Zoe Montag knocks down a triple, her first of the game. 64-36 now. 6:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hayden Brown's got the basketball. Drew Seglum back inside. Hayden Brown shot is up. It is good, but I believe the foul is going to be called on the floor. It will go against Montag. That'll be her third now. It'll be the second team foul against the Golden Bears. And the foul was called on the floor. Forest City, four corners on the paint here. As we'll see an inbound pass coming from Anderson from the baseline. Anderson feeds it into Seglum. Shot no good. Picked up by Bishop Garrigan, but stolen back by Forest City. Here's Jerome. And now Jerome has it taken away by Montag of Bishop Garrigan. Here comes Montag across the half-court line. Montag inside Capacious for two. It's up no good. Basketball is picked up by Alish. Alish back inside to Crooks. Crooks underneath layup is no good. And the rebound back to Crooks, and she scores. 66-36, a 30-point lead now for Bishop Garrigan. Jerome will try for a three. That is no good. Rebound to Crooks. Outlet pass to Joyce. Joyce across the half-court line. Joyce will look for a three. It's good. Molly Joyce for a three in transition. 69-36 now. Bishop Garrigan trying to open it up here on Forest City. The Indians right in this game within 14 points throughout. But now Bishop Garrigan really starting to open it up. 69-36. 5:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. Jumper is up, and it is good for Drew Seglum. So Seglum will find her first bucket of the game, 69-38. 4:56 to play here in the fourth quarter. Joyce Montag will try for a second three in the quarter. Yes. Zoe Montag knocks down her second three in the quarter. 72-38 now. Here's Colette Logus. Out to Jaden Jerome. Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson inside to Seglum. Has it taken away by Joyce. Joyce will feed it off to, taken away by Crooks. Crooks will give it to Joyce. Joyce back inside to Crooks. Crooks up for two. It's good. 74-38. 4:21 to play here in the fourth quarter. Colette Logus has the basketball on the right wing. Anderson. Now to Jaden Jerome. Back to Anderson. 4:12 to play. Colette Logus on the inside has the ball stolen away as she was trying to get a backdoor feed. Bishop Garrigan steals it away. Here comes Joyce across the half-court line. Joyce free throw line inside to Crooks for two more. It's up and it's good. Timeout called by the Golden Bears. It's 76-38. Substitutions for both teams. 3:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. As Bishop Garrigan will bring in some subs. Haley Nemmers, freshman, wears number 35, 5'8". She checks in. Bartolo's back in. She was in earlier. Alish stays in. And Hovey checks back in. Jenna Donchi is in for Forest City. Stella LaCour is in for Forest City. So is Lexi Eisebrand and Aubrey Miller. All in for the Indians. Aubrey Miller's got it on the right side. Here's Nelson. Nelson tries to feed it inside to Donchi. And it's poked away by Montag. Montag feeds it up to Bartolo. Bartolo gives it back out to a three for Montag. Her third three of the quarter. 79-38. 3:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. Aubrey Miller to Nelson. Nelson inside. Has it taken away by Bishop Garrigan. Bartolo for two. It's up and it's, that was Montag for two. It's up and it's good. 81-38. Bishop Garrigan really opening up here on Forest City now. 3:12 to play here in the fourth quarter. Aubrey Miller with the basketball on the right wing. Stella LaCour top of the key. LaCour, she stopped for a moment. Hands it to Donchi, now back to Miller. Miller will try for a three. That's no good. Rebound is fought for, and it's going to come back to Aubrey Miller. Miller will drive in for two. It's up and it's good. Aubrey Miller will find a two-point basket for Forest City. Her first bucket of the game. 79-40 now. And a timeout's called by Bishop Garrigan. 2:44 to play here in the fourth quarter. Just a substitution timeout. No actual timeout going to be taken. So the Golden Bears will bring in number 20, Regan Murphy, a 5'8" junior. She checks in for the Golden Bears. Ava Rothler a freshman, wears 14. She's in as well here for Bishop Garrigan. Bartolo with the basketball. Off to Alish. Alish trying to work it across the half-court line. She's going to get called for a double dribble. We're going the other way. 2:33 to play here in the fourth quarter, 79-40. Forest City will bring Lexi Eiserbrand to inbound the basketball. Brenna Geeson is in for the first time as Lily Nelson will go to the bench. So a lot of youngs here for the Indians. 3 freshmen with Donchi Eiserbrand and LaCour, and 2 sophomores with Geeson and Aubrey Miller. Miller's got it on the right wing. Miller will stop with it inside to Donchi. Donchi turnaround jumper is up, and it's good. There's a good sign there out of the freshman, Jenna Donchi, and she finds a 2. 79-42. Good move. I like that move. Here's Bartolo. Aubrey Miller going for a steal. Alish keeps it, though. Now Forest City has a steal with LaCour. She'll try to feed it up to Aubrey Miller, but Alish steps in the lane. She intercepts it. Back the other way for Bishop Garrigan. Left side. Alish around a defender. Here's a 2 on the way. It's up, and it is no good. And the rebound will go to Forest City. Lexi Eiserbrand brings it across the half-court line. Eiserbrand at the free throw line. She stops. LaCour on the right wing. Here's Aubrey Miller. Free throw line, Miller gives it back to LaCour. LaCour will try for a 3. That's good. Stella LaCour knocks down a triple for Forest City. Her first 3 of the game. First points as well, 79-45. Bartolo will try to answer with a 3. It's good. Emmy Bartolo will get a 3-point basket to go. 82-45 now the score. Bishop Garrigan in the lead. 1:10 to play in the fourth. Eiserbrand. Inside. Geeson for 2, no good. Free throws coming for Brenna Geeson as a foul will be called against the Golden Bears. It'll be on Nemmers. She'll pick up her first of the game. It'll be the 3rd team foul against Bishop Garrigan. And Brenna Geeson is at the free throw line for Forest City. The first free throw is up, and it is no good. Geeson trying to add another Indian to the scorebook. I think 13, now 14 with Geeson does get it to go. I think 14 Indians have found the scorebook, 82-46. That was a quick count. Aubrey Miller's got a steal for the Indians, and she's got a lane. Aubrey Miller going the other way. It's up, and it is good. Aubrey Miller gets a steal in 2. She's got 4. 82-48, 50 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Alish will bring it across the half-court line. Nemmers will drive in. She loses the handle on it. Forest City gets it back. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, 82-48. And the Indians will get the basketball back. Aubrey Miller will inbound to Lexi Eiserbrand. Eiserbrand will bring it across the half-court line. 30 seconds, Eiserbrand inside. Good pass to Geeson for 2. It's no good, but she's going back to the free throw line. Great heads-up passing there by Eiserbrand. Nemmer is going to be called for her second, 4th team against Bishop Garrigan. And Brenna Geeson is back at the free throw line here for Forest City. First free throw is up, and it is good for Geeson. She's back on the scorer's book. Indians trying to get to 50 tonight here against Bishop Garrigan. They can do so with a free throw from Brenna Geeson. Alyssa Hoagland is in now, freshman, 5'4". Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound, though, to Stella LaCour, and the Indians will get it back. LaCour off to Lexi Eiserbrand, 24 seconds. LaCour drives in. She'll try to find a 2. It's no good. Rebound, bounces around. Aubrey Miller will get it back. Aubrey Miller will try for a 3. That's no good. LaCour gets another rebound for Forest City, and she's pushed to the floor. So a foul called against Bishop Garrigan with 9 seconds left in the game. And Nemmers again, so she'll pick up 3 here for Bishop Garrigan. 5 team fouls. And that'll be the end of the game as the clock keeps running. And once the foul is called, 82-49 will be the final score. Forest City will fall tonight to Bishop Garrigan, 82-49, our final score. Forest City and Bishop Garrigan. Post-game show for the girls contest will come your way in about 2 minutes here on KIOW. We'll have the post-game show will come your way in about 2 minutes. Brought to you by County Line Seeds, Forest City Girls Basketball from KIOW.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers, stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. As we mentioned, it was Coaches versus Cancer. If you're watching us on the video stream this evening, you can see partially, of course, the camera not activating to see both sides, of course, with nobody in the middle of the court. But the Forest City boys and girls basketball team lined up to our right side along the baseline, and the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears girls basketball team lined up on the base. Boys and girls basketball team lined up on the left side of the baseline as they're recognizing all the sponsors and all the people that helped out with this Coaches versus Cancer event. And we mentioned earlier in our broadcast, but if you're just joining us, of course, Courtney Woogie from FCIS Insurance is sponsoring 45 years of FCIS Insurance this year, and they're giving $45 for every three-pointer made throughout the boys and the girls basketball games. So hopefully some, as Coach Rosacker said at halftime of the girls game, hopefully racking up a little bit of a bill there for Courtney and FCIS going to Winnebago County Relay for Life, and of course eventually all going to help for cancer research. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you saw on the fields this year? Give our friends at County Line Seeds a call today. County Line Seeds sponsors today's post-game show. Give them a call today at 641-581-3300 or visit them off the Industrial Park on the south side of Forest City. Give County Line Seeds a call today. We'll take a 30-second break and talk about our friends at County Line Seeds. We'll come back with more of the post-game show right after this.
The County Line Seed team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrove, Agrigold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the airport blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. As we are at Forest City High School, our post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds, located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Let's talk about our stats here in this basketball game as Bishop Garrigan defeats the Forest City Indians by a final score of 82-49. Scoring by quarter looked like this. It was Forest City Bishop Garrigan outscoring Forest City 23-10 in the first quarter. Forest City was outscored by Bishop Garrigan in the second quarter, 12-10. So 35-20, our halftime score. The third quarter, Forest City outscored by Bishop Garrigan 22-12, and then the fourth quarter, Bishop Garrigan outscores Forest City 25-17 in the fourth quarter. So Garrigan goes 23, 12, 22, and 25 to get to 82 points. Forest City goes 10, 10, 12, and 17, which gets them to 49 points in this contest. The points look like this. It was 42 points for Audie Crooks, 13 points for Zoe Montag, 14 for Molly Joyce, 10 for Abby Capacious, 3 for Bartolo, and 2 for Sasha Alish. For Forest City, they're led by Bethany Warren. Bethany Warren puts up an 11-point night tonight for Forest City. She had a career-high 17 against Bishop Garrigan about 10 days ago. She had 11 tonight. It was 7 for Emma Anderson, 5 for Colette Logus, 7 for Hayden Brown. It was 3 for Carly Lambert, 4 for Aubrey Miller, and then 2 apiece for Lexi Eisenbrand, Brenna Geeson, and Jenna Donchi. 3 in the contest for Stella LaCour, and 1 for Lily Nelson. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 scorers in this game for Forest City. Pretty incredible. Bishop Garrigan, of course, they get their big from 42 from Audie Crooks, the 6'3" senior center inside. She scores 42 points tonight. Had a total of 6 Bishop Garrigan scores. Forest City able to get some other girls off the bench to score 12 total points, 12 total scorers, 49 total points for Forest City. They lose tonight 82-49. NBT will bring you tonight's player of the game. Our player of the game tonight brought to you by NBT, based in Forest City. They have 10 locations in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve you. Checkings, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. See them online at nbtbank.bank. We'll come back in 30 seconds with tonight's NBT Bank player of the game.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTbank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Our NBT Bank player of the game, Bethany Warren, 11 points. Looked good inside again tonight for Forest City. Bethany Warren is tonight's NBT Bank player of the game. NBT Bank has 10 North Iowa and southern Minnesota locations to serve you with checkings, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. See them online at nbtbank.bank. Let's talk some more about some of our, we were talking earlier about our cancer, some cancer stats, some information about cancer. Again, tonight's Coaches versus Cancer. We're trying to do everything we can to help defeat cancer. At the halftime of the girls' game, they threw little paper airplanes, and the money that was for those paper airplanes, that goes back to cancer, to the Relay for Lives, and to help with cancer. Now, the American Cancer Society saves lives by helping people take steps to reduce their risk of all types of cancers or find it early when it may be easier to treat. 2 in 5 Iowans will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Now, that's an astonishing stat, and goes back to earlier we were talking about screening. Make sure you find a way to get in and get screening. Let's talk about that again. 2 in 5 Iowans will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Cancer is a major burden in Iowa and throughout the U.S. There is a 65% reduction in cancer rates in women ages 20 to 24 from 2012 through 2019 in the wake of the introduction of the HPV vaccine. So the HPV vaccine, there's been a 65% reduction in cervical cancer among women ages 20 to 24. Overall, cancer mortality has dropped 33% since 1991, alerting an average of 3.8 million cancer deaths, despite half a century of smoking reduction, lung cancer still causes more deaths than breast cancer and prostate cancers combined. More than 80% of these deaths as a result of smoking. So again, thanks to the American Cancer Society. Of course, we don't want to give you this information we're not trying to, we just want to be helpful, and that's what we're trying to do is get some of these stats out, let you know about some of these astonishing stats when it comes to cancer research. So we appreciate what Winnebago County Relay for Life does. Heidi Fetters, Evan Fritz. I know there's a lot more people, but I know Heidi and Evan do a lot with the American Cancer Society. So next time you see them, thank them for what they do. Again, three-pointers tonight, $45 for every three-pointer, brought to you by FCIS Insurance. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back in 2 minutes. We'll have our pregame show for our boys contest, brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service in Forest City. We'll have the pregame show for the boys contest in 2 minutes. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Sarah Negaston with you. Our pregame show brought to you by Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Eric and his crew loves to support the area in many ways. We need to build a building, outer building, or remodeling, anything like that. Call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101, 641-585-0101. We'll have it for you in 30 seconds.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as Forest City and Bishop Garrigan tonight getting set for our pregame show. Our pregame show brought to you by Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Boys contest coming your way. These two teams played on Saturday 10 days ago. Forest City. We talked there with Coach Rosacker, and of course, Coach Rosacker, he gives the credit to Bishop Garrigan, which she should, as Bishop Garrigan played very well in that game, but Forest City also maybe did not have their best game overall when it comes to a basketball game on a Saturday afternoon. So especially the way Forest City is playing, I think we're in for a pretty good one between these two teams here tonight. Should be a lot of fun. We're glad to have each and every single one of you along the way with us here this evening. As we mentioned, these two teams played back on Saturday, the 21st of January, playing a makeup game, and now a game that was rescheduled 3 times, in which Bishop Garrigan came out on top over Forest City in that contest on that Saturday. Forest City going to look to try to get back, and Indians are playing good. 3 straight wins for Forest City. They've won 4 of their past 6 games, with losses to Charles City and to Bishop Garrigan in that stretch. 74-57 was the loss for Forest City on the 21st. Now, if you look on their online schedule, it says the 19th. That was the original rescheduled date. The game was played on the 21st, so it actually falls after the North Iowa game. So if you're looking at Forest City, they haven't won 4 of their last 5. They've won 4 of their last 6 games, because you have that Bishop Garrigan game ahead of the North Iowa game. So Forest City has won 4 of their last 6, with wins at North Iowa, at Eagle Grove, at West Hancock, and then back at home against North Iowa this evening, trying to find a win over Bishop Garrigan to answer back. Forest City really can get themselves close to even with an even record to end the season. They've got games against Bishop Garrigan here tonight. Then Friday they host Lake Mills. Of course, that's going to be a tough game with Lake Mills, but if you're going to beat them, a chance to beat them on your home floor. Played well with them at Lake Mills. And then West Hancock here at home, and then Belmont Clemmy here at home, and then go to West Fork. So obviously you feel like the better teams you're going to see in that mix, Lake Mills and West Fork, not the better teams, but tougher environments, tougher games at West Fork, and then here against Lake Mills. Of course, it's going to be really tough to try to beat West Hancock a second time. And even this Bishop Garrigan team, a really, really solid Bishop Garrigan team, Forest City is going to have their hands full tonight with these Golden Bears. Logan Nemmers had a huge game against Forest City. Doesn't get the start, but he's played in every game for Bishop Garrigan so far, being recruited when it comes to football-wise for D3 NAI schools. Some of those schools looking at him. Nemmers, 6'5" junior. He's still got a lot of time for more recruitment. Big kid inside here for the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. Outside, it's a freshman, Carter Schwab. He's having a good late run here to the season. Since coming in earlier in the season, he started 3 games out of the 16 they have played this year. Drew Fogarty name, that's been one we've talked about quite some time here at Bishop Garrigan. 145 points for him this season for the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. Aiden Hovey also has 124 points this year. Ryan Noonan has really played well. Off the bench, well, he started in 10 games, but he's played off the bench in 5 other games. 169 points when he comes into the game. He's shooting 20 of 61 from three-point range so far this year. So a pretty good couple of stats there. Ryan Noonan, the leading scorer for the Algona Garrigan Golden Bears, and he again has only started in 10 of the 16 games they have played. Noonan will be in the starting lineups tonight, so he will get a start tonight here for Bishop Garrigan. Taking a look at our conference standings coming into tonight, Lake Mills is 17-0. Really tough. Lake Mills falls out of the Class 2A rankings after staying unbeaten. I guess it's not the time for me to go on a soapbox about Lake Mills not being ranked in Class 2A, but that just boggles my mind. Lake Mills stays undefeated. They're a 3-time state qualifier in 1A, undefeated. Yet they're not one of the 10 best teams in Class 2A. I think the Bulldogs will try to prove that in the postseason. And Coach Mankey and company, they're not really ones to get mad about not being ranked. They could be ranked the worst team in Class 2A for all they care. They let their basketball on the floor do the talking for them. Garner Hayfield Ventura 12-5 overall, 13-3 in the conference. North Union's 4th in the conference at 9-4 and 12-6, followed by Bishop Garrigan and West Hancock are tied at 7-6. Forest City now at 5-7. Eagle Grove is at 3-9. North Iowa at 2-11, and Belmont Clemmy at 0-12. We'll take a break. We'll come back in a minute and a half for the starting lineups between Forest City and Bishop Garrigan. Our pregame show brought to you by Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. This is Indian Boys Basketball from KIOW.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Darren Eggestal with you here from Forest City High School. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bearers, a senior at 5'8", number 2 is Jack Grangenet. A senior at number 4, a guard, 6'2", is Ryan Noonan. A senior guard at 6'2", number 5 is Aiden Hovey. A freshman guard at 6'2", number 21 is Carter Schwab. And at number 24 is a 6'3" senior guard, Drew Fogarty. The Golden Bears are coached by Mark Meister, the head coach of Bishop Garrigan. They are 8-9 overall in 5-4 in the. They are 8-9 overall in 5 and 7-6 in the TIC. Forest City's starting lineups look like this. A junior guard at 6 foot, number 2 is Tommy Miller. 28 points for Tommy Miller last night. For Forest City, number 4 is a sophomore guard at 5'10", Carson Hall. Number 20 is a sophomore guard at 6'2", Ty Dillavu. Number 30 is a senior guard at 6 foot, Connor Sopko. And number 40 is a senior forward at 6'4", Carson Strukel. For Forest City, the Indians are 5-11 overall, 5-7 in the TIC West. They've won 3 straight. Dan Rosacker in his 22nd year coaching at Forest City. He's won 359 games, lost 140. That's a 73% win ratio. He's taken 3 Forest City teams to state tournaments, 11 conference championships. Golden Bears have black jerseys, bears in gold across their chest. Numbers are on front and back, also in gold. Forest City in their home white, same jerseys as last night. Indians across their chest on front and back. Numbers in red. Forest City wins the tip. They will shoot to the left side of the radio dial. Left side of your screen wearing those white jerseys. We are underway from Forest City High School. Our second game of 2 this evening here between Forest City and Bishop Garrigan. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Tommy Miller, 28 points last night for Forest City, has the basketball. Now Connor Sopko. Sopko had 4 threes as well last night. That'll be some money in the bank here. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Forest City has to get one off. 4 on the shot clock. Carson Hall inside. Now it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Bishop Garrigan, which is troubling for Forest City. They have 1 second on the shot clock. 7:25 to play. They got to get a shot up. Just 1 second on the shot clock. Connor Sopko will try for a 3. It's a shot clock violation going the other way here with the Golden Bears. And we've got a foul called on the floor against Forest City on a drive by Hovey. Tommy Miller will be charged for the foul for the Indians. It'll be his first foul of the game. First foul against either team. They'll inbound the basketball to Grangenet. Grangenet to Noonan. Inside Schwab looking for 2. It's up and it's good. Carter Schwab gets a 2-point basket. First points of the game go to the Golden Bears. 2-0 Bishop Garrigan. 7 minutes to play here in the first. Top of the key, Tommy Miller with it. Now off the left side, Carson Hall. Dillavu. Strukel. Tommy Miller on the right wing. Hands it off to Carson Hall. Forest City in their offense. Here's Strukel trying to back down Schwab. Kicks it out. Dillevue. He'll try for a 3 left wing. That's no good. Rebound will come out to Sopko. Here's Carson Hall now for the Indians. Hall. And we've got a stoppage. And we'll come back to the scorer's table, working on the shot clock. And now the officials will come together. 6:43 shot. They're looking at the shot clock as the Indians shot that 3 from Dillevue. Had missed everything, and the Indians got the rebound. Now they got to try to figure out what to put on the shot clock. Dillevue shot a 3 in the corner. It missed the rim. And they're going to keep the 30 seconds on the clock because obviously nobody knows what that shot clock is at. So Forest City will get to keep the 30 on the clock. 6:43 to play here in the first quarter. Indians will inbound the basketball. Tommy Miller to Carson Hall, out to Strukel. Here's Dillevue. Dillevue gives it back to Connor Sopko, left wing. 6:36 to play here in the first quarter. Inside jumper is up, no good for Carson Hall. Grand Jeanette's got the rebound for Bishop Garrigan running the other way. Here's Grand Jeanette. He'll drive in for 2. It's up and it is good. So Grand Jeanette will get a 2-point basket to go. Timeout Forest City. 4-0 Bishop Garrigan. 6:22 to play in the first. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Indian boys basketball from KIOW.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 6:22 to play here in the first quarter. 4-0 is the lead for Bishop Garrigan. Across the half-court line comes Tommy Miller for the Indians. Carson Strukel with the basketball. Dillevue now to Carson Hall inside Strukel. Strukel kicks it back out to Carson Hall, left wing. He's inside the lane. Ty Dillevue with it right wing. Back to Tommy Miller. Miller inside the lane. Here's Sopko. He's going to try for a 3. It's no good. And the rebound will be picked up by Bishop Garrigan. Ryan Noonan across the half-court line. Here's Hovey. 4-0 Golden Bears. 5:53 to play here in the first quarter. Bishop Garrigan's got it on the right side. The freshman Carter Schwab, good size as a freshman, will set it up here for Bishop Garrigan. Inside, they pitched it right back to Schwab at the free throw line. He'll drive, now kick. Here's Noonan for a 3. It's no good, and the rebound goes to Sopko for Forest City. Tommy Miller across the half-court line. Carson Hall back to Miller. Miller trying to get himself open, get for a shot. Bishop Garrigan playing him tight. Here's Dillevue. He'll try for a 3. That's no good, and the rebound comes to Noonan for Bishop Garrigan. Forest City empty so far offensively. Long pass to Grand Jeanette. Shot no good. Rebound to Tommy Miller for the Indians. Miller across the half-court line quickly for Forest City. Dillevue. Dillevue inside to Strukel. Strukel looking for 2. It's up no good, and the rebound comes to Bishop Garrigan, and a foul is called against Carson Strukel. Fogarty grabbed the rebound. Strukel reached in. He's going to get charged with his first foul. Second team foul against Forest City. 5:08 to play here in the first quarter. 4-0 is the lead for Bishop Garrigan. Fogarty will inbound the basketball to Schwab. Schwab now to Noonan, left wing. Hovey at the free throw line. Schwab will try for a 3. It's no good. Rebound to Sopko for the Indians. And Sopko will bring it up here for Forest City across the half-court line. Sopko top of the key. He'll hand it off to Tommy Miller. Miller inside the lane. Floater is up and it is good. Tommy Miller gets the 2 to go for Forest City. That's his specialty. The little floater in the lane. Now back the other way. Noonan for 2. Pardon me, that was Hovey for 2. No good. Rebound to Bransoy for the Indians. Forest City running the other way. Dillevue to Tommy Miller. Miller back in. Kicks it out. Carson Hall. One more pass. Dillevue left wing for a 3. It's good! Ty Dillevue for 3, and the Indians lead 5-4 with 4:25 to play here in the first quarter. Fogarty across the half-court line. Noonan left wing. Noonan at the free throw line. Noonan drives in off the defender. His shot no good. Rebound picked up by Hovey, but he throws it away. Hovey grabbed the rebound, trying to give it back to Noonan, but Hovey throws it out of bounds, and it will go back to Forest City. 5-4, Indians lead by 1. 4:13 to play here in the first quarter. Forest City fell down early 4-0 and have now scored 5 straight to lead 5-4. Tommy Miller's got 2 for the Indians. He'll bring the ball up for Forest City. Tommy Miller on the right wing. with the basketball. Greg Smith in for the first time tonight. Sobko to Bransoy. Bransoy working on Fogarty for two. It's too strong, no good. Out of bounds off of Bishop Garrigan. Stays with the Indians. Carter Schwab knocked it out. 16 on the shot clock, Forest City. Has to get a shot up here in 16 seconds. Bransoy. Sobko will take about 2 seconds and nail a three. You say 16, okay. Sobko will take two and knock down the three. It's 8-4. Grand Jeanette with the basketball. Hands it off into Drew Muller, who's in for the first time. He travels, and we're going the other way. Drew Muller, sophomore, 6'4", has good size as a sophomore, playing in his 17th game of the season. He travels with that one, and Forest City will get it back. 8-4, Indians lead by 4 with the basketball. 3:38 to play in the first. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball to Dillevue. Dillevue back to Tommy Miller across the half-court line for the Indians. Dillevue on the right wing. Here's Sobko. Sobko with the basketball near the top of the key. Now Tommy Miller has it. Miller, floater, 2 is no good. Indians wanted goaltending. Not going to get it. 3:21 to play here in the first quarter. Inbound the basketball, the Indians will from the left side of the backboard. Tommy Miller looking to inbound the basketball to Dillevue. Back to Tommy Miller. They're kind of trapped in a corner. Miller will dribble out of it near half court. 3:15 to play here in the first. Miller on the left wing. Miller looking to drive in, short corner left side. Here's Sobko. Now Bransoy. Bransoy to Smith. Smith jumper from the free throw line. Good shot there. Greg Smith from the free throw line. The Indians lead 10-4. 3:01 to play here in the first quarter. Forest City crowd trying to get the Indians some defense here across the half court line. Hovey, Schwab, top of the key. Schwab. Muller will try for a three. It's good. Indians left Muller open for a three-point basket, and the sophomore distributed it into the hoop. 10-7. Back to a three-point lead for Forest City. Tommy Miller hands it off to Dillevue. Dillevue back to Sobko. Sobko's going to try for another three. That's good. Connor Sobko knocks down his second three, third three of the game. Starting to rack up some dollars here for FCIS. They're paying $45 for every three-pointer tonight for the Indians. Fogarty left side. That's going to the Winnebago County Relay for Life. Here's Carter Schwab. Coaches versus Cancer tonight here at Forest City. Fogarty, Grand Jeanette with the basketball. Schwab, 15 on the shot clock for Bishop Garrigan. 2:10 on the game clock. Muller at the free throw line. Gives it off to Schwab. Schwab drives in looking for two. His shot no good. And a foul is going to be called. Forest City disagrees. And free throws will come here for the Golden Bears. It's going to go on Bransoy. Bransoy will be charged with his third team foul against Forest City. And Schwab will shoot free throws. A 41% free throw shooter for Bishop Garrigan this year. The first one is up and it is good. So Schwab gets the first one to go. He's got 3 tonight. 13 of 31 on the season coming into tonight. Now he's 14 of 32. 2:02 to play here in the first quarter. Indians lead 13-8. Second free throw, Schwab is up, and it is good. And the Indians will sub in as Carson Hall, Ty Dillevue. 2:02 to play here in the first quarter. 13-9, Indians lead the basketball game by 4. Tommy Miller across the half-court line. Carson Hall has it left wing. Hall back inside. Greg Smith, beautiful feed. Smith for 2. He's fouled and going to the free throw line. Great feed from Hall to Smith, and it will send Smith to the free throw line for Forest City. Beautifully drawn up there for the Indians. Foul for Bishop Garrigan will go against Drew Muller. That'll be his first team foul against the Golden Bears. And now Smith at the free throw line for Forest City. 1 on 7 on the year. Free throw is up and it is good. So Smith with just his 8th attempt and his second make. Indians now lead 14-9 with 1:51 to play here in the first quarter. And Greg Smith will get one more here for Forest City. Second free throw, Smith is up and it is also good. He gets them both to go. Beautiful stroke there by Smith on the 2 free throws. 15-9, Indians by 6. 1:50 to play here in the first quarter. Grand Jeanette across the half-court line. Grand Jeanette now to Schwab. Schwab, free throw line, dribbles it back out to the three-point line, left wing. Now he picks up his dribble. He's got to get rid of the basketball. Nearly a 5-second call. Muller inside has his shot blocked by Smith, and it will stay with Bishop Garrigan. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 1:34 to play here in the first quarter. 18 on the shot clock. Indians lead 15-9. Bishop Garrigan will inbound the basketball. Schwab inbounds the Grand Jeanette left wing. Grand Jeanette to Muller. Muller will dribble to the top of the key. Now to Schwab. He'll try for a three. That's no good. Short. Rebound to the Indians. Have a chance to extend their lead. Tommy Miller across the half-court line. Miller top of the key. Miller brings it out Carson Hall. Carson Hall with the basketball inside to Bransoy. Bransoy working on Nemmers. Back to Sopko. Here's Carson Hall left wing. 22 on the shot clock for the Indians. Tommy Miller, 1:10 on the game clock here in the first half. Tommy Miller with the basketball. Sopko will try for his third three. That's short, no good. And the rebound goes to Bishop Garrigan. Hovey across the half-court line. Schwab top of the key. He'll back up towards half-court. Schwab with pressure from Carson Hall. Couple of youngins there. Freshman dribbling, sophomore guarding. Over to Grand Jeanette on the right wing. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Nemmers with the basketball. Schwab will try for a two. That's good. Carter Schwab with a good jumper right inside the three-point arch. It's now 15-11. Shot clock's off. Indians can hold to the last shot. Bishop Garrigan gets the basketball in the second quarter unless there's a jump ball in the next 27 seconds. Sopko's got it left wing. Tommy Miller with the basketball. 18 on the game clock, And now Forest City will call just for one shot to be taken here in the last 10 seconds. Tommy Miller with the basketball. Miller will drive in. Miller will try for a floater with 7 seconds left in the quarter. He gets it to go. Bishop Garrigan will get an opportunity. 3 seconds. Grand Jeanette will have to put it up at half court. It is no good, and the Indians will lead by 6 at the end of the first. 17-11 Forest City. We head to the second quarter. Right after this, Indian boys basketball from KIOW.
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, based in Forest City, has 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve your banking needs. MBT Bank offers the latest in banking technology paired with a local community connection. Find out all that MBT Bank has to offer by visiting us online at www.mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and KIOW.com. Indians lead the basketball game 17-11. As we head to our second quarter, a 6-point lead for Forest City. Good crowd on hand here at Forest City High School tonight. Got the pep band going, which sounds good here in our background. Drew Muller, the sophomore, 6'4", will inbound the basketball to Carter Schwab, and we are underway in the second quarter with the Indians leading 17-11. Schwab on the left wing with the basketball. Schwab inside, they go to Nemmers. Nemmers had a huge game against Forest City last time, and Forest City will strip him of the basketball across the half-court line. Here come the Indians. Tommy Miller at the free throw line. Here's a three from Dillevue. That's no good. Rebound to Nemmers for Bishop Garrigan. Quick pass up to Grand Jeanette. Grand Jeanette looking for two, and a blocking foul is going to be called here against Ty Dillevue, as Grand Jeanette will go to the free throw line here for the Golden Bears. So Dillevue will be charged with his first foul, fourth team foul against Forest City. And Grand Jeanette will go to the free throw line, an 83% free throw shooter. And he'll have a pair here. The first one is up, and it is good. So Grand Jeanette gets the first free throw to go for Bishop Garrigan. 7:34 to play here in the second quarter. Second free throw on the way up, and it is also good for Grand Jeanette. Again, 83% free throw shooters don't miss very often, and Grand Jeanette doesn't theirs, so Bishop Garrigan back to within 4, 17-13. 7:34 to play here in the second quarter. Tommy Miller will bring the ball across the line for the Indians. Across the half-court line, Tommy Miller wearing number 2 in that white jersey with red numbers and letters. Here's Jackson Archer on the right side. Archer has it picked off by Grand Jeanette. Grand Jeanette looking for 2. He scores. Grand Jeanette finds a 2-point basket, and Bishop Garrigan now is back to within 2 at 17-15. Bishop Garrigan scores the first 4 of the quarter. It's a 2-point game, 17-15. Golden Bears nearly have another steal. Inside Strukel looking for 2, up and good. Carson Strukel gets the 2-point basket, his first of the game. 19-15. 6:54 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line, Schwab's got the basketball left wing. Schwab hands it off to Muller. Muller back to Schwab for a 2. It's no good. A rebound to Fogarty, puts it back up, no good. Fogarty again for a moment. Now Carson Hall breaks away with it. Hall and Tommy Miller the other way. Miller for 2. It's up and it's good. Great feed there, Carson Hall to Tommy Miller. And it's now 21-15, 6:27 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line comes Grandjeanette with the basketball. Muller on the right wing. Over to Fogarty. Indians nearly get a steal. Fogarty pitches it over to Muller on the right wing. 22 on the shot clock. Into Nemmers. Nemmers for 2. His shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called, and Nemmers going to the free throw line for a pair here for Bishop Garrigan. Foul will be called on Strukel. That'll be his second, and the 5th team foul against Forest City. So Nemmers at the free throw line for a pair here for Bishop Garrigan. First free throw is up, and it is good for Nemmers. Nemmers a 33% free throw shooter, shooting just for the 11th time. He was 3 of 9 coming into tonight, now 4 of 10 on the season for Bishop Garrigan. And he'll shoot his 11th free throw of the season here. He wears 42. Big junior, 6'5" is what he stands. Second free throw is also good. So Nemmers gets them both to go. It's 21-17. Forest City leads by 4. 6:06 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line, Carson Hall has the basketball for the Indians. Hall feeds it off to Tommy Miller. Miller quite a ways away from the basket here near the scorer's table. Now Corey Thorson has it. He's into the game. Carson Hall, floater right wing, no good. Rebound, Jackson Archer grabs it for the Indians, but he had nobody to throw it to, and he had to throw it out of bounds before he fell out of bounds. Great effort there by Jackson Archer, but once he grabbed the basketball, there were no white jerseys, all black jerseys. He tried to pitch it out to somebody, but threw it to the students sitting off to the far side, and they are unfortunately not eligible. 21-17 is the lead here for Forest City. Noonan's got the basketball. He'll drive, and a foul is going to be called on the floor against Forest City. 6th team foul against the Indians, as Corey Thorson is going to be charged with his first. So Bishop Garrigan now shooting free throws for the rest of the half. 5:38 to play in the second quarter, 21-17. As we'll have an inbound pass here for Bishop Garrigan. Muller will inbound the basketball to Noonan. Noonan feeds it to Fogarty for 2. Fogarty's shot is up, and it is good. Fogarty will find a 2-point basket, and it's now 21-19. Bishop Garrigan back to within 2. Carson Hall, Connor Sopko left wing. Here's Corey Thorson, top of the key. Now to the right side, Carson Hall feeds it back to Strukel. Strukel to Tommy Miller. Miller inside the lane looking for 2. It's up and it's good. Tommy Miller, good shot there. He's got 8 here for Forest City. Noonan will drive baseline. Noonan looks for 2. His shot no good, and a travel is called. We're going the other way. So Noonan called for a travel. I thought free throws were coming here for Bishop Garrigan. No, instead it's a travel called, and Forest City gets it back 23-19. 5:07 to play here in the second quarter. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball here for the Indians, as Carson Hall will give it back to Tommy Miller, and will bring it across the half-court line. Miller to Carson Hall on the right wing. Hall with the basketball. Strukel top of the key. Hands it off to Tommy Miller, left wing, back to Sopko. Sopko try to shoot a 3. Gets a flyby, then shoots the 3. It's no good. Tommy Miller with the rebound. He puts it back up, and it's good. Tommy Miller with a rebound, a long one, and he gets his 5th field goal. He's now got 10 for the Indians. It's 25-19. Forest City nearly gets a steal with Carson Hall on Grandjeanette. Now Grandjeanette back towards the half-court line. Gets it off to Muller. Muller over to Noonan, left wing. Noonan with the basketball. Off to Grandjeanette. Now to Muller on the right wing. Forest City got pressure on him. He falls to the floor. Ball's loose. And a ball is still loose. Forest City comes up with it now. Tommy Miller. And the Indians looking for a timeout. No, it's going to be a jump ball, but it will stay with Forest City. Both benches were looking for timeouts with the ball on the floor. It's going to come out to a jump ball, but it goes to Forest City anyway. 4:18 to play here in the second quarter, 25-19. Indians will get the basketball back, leading by 6. They've led most of this game, led by 6 at the end of the first quarter, currently still lead by 6. Tommy Miller will get it. Bishop Garrigan trying to put some pressure on in the backcourt. Now Sopko's got it for the Indians. Back to Tommy Miller across the half-court line with Greg Smith. Smith has it. Smith will give it off to Carson Hall, and the Indians will set up their offense with 4:03 to play here in the second quarter. Sopko left wing. Sopko gets a screen for three. Yes, it's money for Connor Sopko. Gets a three, his third of the half. It's 28-19. 3:51 to play here in the second quarter. Indians now lead by 9. Muller with the basketball. Carter Schwab top of the key. Schwab with it. He stops, hands it off to Noonan left wing. Noonan will drive baseline. Floater Noonan. That's no good. Short rebound will go out of bounds off of Bishop Garrigan as it was poked out of bounds by Fogarty, and it will go to the Indians. 28-19. Forest City will get it back once again. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball, and the Indians trying to get a double-digit lead here. Leading by right now by 9, 28-19. 3:32 to go until our halftime break. Connor Sopko left wing. Greg Smith with the basketball. Smith at the free throw line. And a reach-in foul is going to be called here against the Golden Bears, as Fogarty will be charged with his first. Second team foul against Bishop Garrigan. 3:23 to play here in the second quarter, 28-19. Sopko will inbound the basketball to Carson Hall, and the Indians will set up their offense as Hall will bring it across the half-court line. Hall, free throw line. Hall drives in. He had to get rid of it before he traveled. Now the ball is loose on the floor. It's going to come up to Mullers. Mullers to Schwab. Schwab's on the run the other way. Schwab stops in the short corner right side. Noonan back to Muller. Muller spin move in the lane for two. Has his shot blocked. Ends up in the hands of Connor Sopko for Forest City. And the Indians are off the other way. Here's Tommy Miller. Miller inside the lane. Miller around two defenders looking for two. It's up, no good. And the rebound to Fogarty. Fogarty now passes it up. It's Hovey for two. His shot no good. Tommy Miller's got it, and a foul called against Bishop Garrigan. The foul will be called against the Golden Bears. Drew Muller his second. Third team foul against Bishop Garrigan. 2:49 to play here in the second quarter. A little wild sequence there. Comes out with a Bishop Garrigan foul on a Forest City basketball. 28-19, Indians lead by 9. Miller across the half-court line. Miller at the free throw line. Here's Carson Hall. He'll try for a three on the right side. It's no good. Rebound Tommy Miller against 3 Golden Bears, and then a foul called. Tommy Miller against 3 Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears grabs the rebound and gets a foul. A little shaken up, but he's able to get up. Schwab called for his first. Fourth team foul against the Golden Bears. So hopefully Tommy Miller okay. He was a little shaken up, getting up. Looks to be good. 2:35 to play here in the second quarter, 28-19. Bransoy, Sopko. Sopko free throw line. Carson Hall will line up for another three. It's online and it's good. Right in front of us. I could see it was online the whole way. Timeout, Bishop Garrigan, 31-19. All Forest City Golden Bears call the timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 31-19, 2:22 to play in the second. We'll come back. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland of Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota for all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs. See the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 31-19, 2:22 to play in the second quarter. And Bishop Garrigan will get the basketball before his city leads 31-19. They'll inbound the basketball to Jack Ranjanette. Had to go nearly across the court to it. Tommy Miller trying to get one of those quick steals off the inbound pass. Schwab inside to Hovey, back outside Ranjanette. Here's Noonan. He's going to line up for a three. That's no good. Rebound. 2 Golden Bears collide into each other. Forest City gets the basketball, and then they're going to stop it as Carter Schwab and Noonan came head first into each other as they were both going for the rebound. Hopefully they're okay as they'll stop play. Both of them will have to leave the game because play was stopped. So they'll both have to leave here for Bishop Garrigan, or at least Both are going to have to leave the game here for the Golden Bears as play was stopped. So they'll substitute one in. They'll have to get another guy in here for Bishop Garrigan. 2:07 to play. The other substitute's going to be Drew Lappy. He's going to check in. So Noonan and Schwab will both come to the bench here for the Golden Bears. 31-19, 2:07 to play here in the second quarter. As Tommy Miller will bring the basketball up the court here for Forest City. Tommy Miller across the half-court line. Indians lead 31-19. Carson Hall with the basketball. Carson Hall at the free throw line. Hands it out to Dillevue. Dillevue's going to try his hand at a three-point basket. It's no good. Rebound to Fogarty for Bishop Garrigan. They're on the run the other way. Here's Hovey. Hovey inside Grand Jeanette. It's up and it is good. And then they're going to call a foul on the landing zone. So count the basket for Grand Jeanette and a foul called on the landing zone because there was no landing zone. Dillevue was underneath Grand Jeanette, so he gave him no place to land. And so Dillevue's going to be charged with a foul because he gave no place for Grand Jeanette to land, and that's what's being explained here to Coach Rosacker, which he's obviously not enjoying the call. So count the basket in, and one will come here for Grand Jeanette. 31-21, a three-point play here for Bishop Garrigan. So Dillevue fell to the floor, fell underneath Grand Jeanette. Grand Jeanette doesn't have a landing zone, so he lands on top of Dillevue, and that's where the foul is being called. 1:42 left here in the quarter, and the free throw is up, and it is good for Grand Jeanette. So it turns into a three-point play for Bishop Garrigan. 31-22. Now they have it back to a 9-point lead. Carson Hall has it for the Indians, left wing. Hall over to Dillevue. Dillevue back to Tommy Miller. Miller stops with it. Here's Carson Hall. 1:27 to play here in the quarter. Dillevue will try for a three. That's no good. And now Tommy Miller is going to be called for a foul on the rebound. So back-to-back fouls called here against Forest City. And now we'll have 1-and-1 opportunity here for Bishop Garrigan. 31-22, 1:23 to play here in the second quarter. And it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Bishop Garrigan as Hovey will go to the free throw line. So Hovey will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. The first free throw is up, and it is good. 17 of 30 on the season, 55% free throw shooter is Aiden Hovey. Gets the first one to go. 31-23. Hovey will get one more. 1:23 to play until halftime. Second free throw on the way is up. It's no good. Rebound to Carson Hall. So Hall flies in there, grabs the rebound, and a foul is going to be called here on Bishop Garrigan as Drew Mullers ran over Greg Smith in the backcourt. So Muller is going to be called for a foul here, and that's going to be Drew Muller's third. So Drew Muller will pick up his third. It'll be the 15th foul against Bishop Garrigan in the backcourt. Drew Muller ran over Greg Smith. And so Forest City will pick up another foul against the Golden Bears. 31-23, 1:19 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line, Sopko with the basketball. Sopko to Carson Hall. Here's Tommy Miller. He'll fly in for two. It's up and it's good. Tommy Miller adds two more. He's got 12. 33-23. Indians back in the lead by 10, and Bishop Garrigan turns it over as they lose it out of bounds, and Forest City will get it back. 33-23, 1:03 to play here in the second quarter. Indians by 10 and have the basketball. Carson Hall, Tommy Miller trying to work it across the half-court line. I'll have about 5 seconds to do so. Here's Smith. Sopko in the corner. Sopko will step and shoot three. It's no good. Rebound to Bishop Garrigan. Fogarty's got it. Fogarty passes it up to Hovey. Hovey has it nearly stripped away by Tommy Miller. Back out to Schwab. Top of the key. Schwab with it. Here nearly loses the basketball. Now Forest City's trying to get Schwab into a trap. Hovey will drive baseline on the pass from Schwab. Hovey's shot no good. Rebound Schwab. Puts it back up and he scores. Carter Schwab finds the two. It's now 33-25. Forest City breaks the pressure. Shot clock is off. Tommy Miller's got the basketball for the Indians. 22 seconds left in the first half. Indians lead 33-25. 19 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Tommy Miller has the basketball. 13 seconds. Indians will hold for the last shot. Miller has the basketball. Miller, floater in the lane. It's good. Tommy Miller's smooth floater. He's got 14 now. 3 seconds left. Here's Grand Jeanette at the buzzer. It's no good, and the Indians will lead by 10. 35-25, Indians by 10 at halftime. Forest City looking good in the first half. Still have 2 more quarters, 8 more minutes of basketball to go. A long ways in this one, but Forest City leads 35-25. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back in 1 minute for our halftime show, brought to you by Waldorf University.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for League and Open Bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Buccese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com, as we're here at the halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. And we're joined now by the Forest City girls basketball team. Colette Logus is going to join us first here. Colette, and first of all, before we get into basketball, obviously things tonight, some things, coaches versus cancer, some things are a little bit more than basketball sometimes. How nice is it for you guys to come out and see this big crowd supporting Winnebago County Relay for Life, and you guys doing what you can, I'm sure, at school and stuff. How does that make you guys feel?
It's really good to have a lot of people out here and just cheering us on. It really motivates us to do well for everybody watching. And when we do something good, we got a big roar of the crowd in the background, so it really boosts our confidence and everything. So it's really helpful.
You guys right there with Bishop Garrigan in this basketball game. First of all, how did you think the game went? Where you guys wanted to be?
I think at halftime we were in a good place. And they had some runs in between there, but we did too. So I think at halftime we were in a good place, but they got away from us in the fourth quarter.
And obviously a pretty good basketball team. You guys playing a back-to-back tonight as well, so that's always tough. How did you guys feel on this back-to-back night?
I feel like it was fine because we had a good game last night, so just bringing it over and then just keeping the energy and confidence flowing. So it was really nice to have back-to-back and just keep growing as a team.
I've seen you. You've really the 3-point game, of course, coming into this year. We talked about that earlier this season. The 3-point game has looked really good from you, but as of late, I thought it's looked really good. How do you feel your shot is looking right now?
I think it's gotten a lot better as the season's progressed, and right now it's in a good spot. I just need to keep taking advantage of the shots I have and putting them in when my team passes it to me.
Yeah, you always seem like you're ready for those catch and shoots. How do you aim and fire with such short notice there when you get the basketball? And sometimes you'll let somebody fly by you there, but usually you're getting and you're shooting really quickly.
It's kind of natural at this point. Okay. It's just kind of happening, and then I know when my teammate gives me a good pass, I got to put it up fast and get it in.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Colette, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Lily Nelson is going to join us as well here at the halftime show. And Lily joining us here. Talk to me about this night a little bit, the Coaches versus Cancer night. Obviously, it's something where you guys are out, the school trying to help the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life in Winnebago County. What does that mean to you guys to kind of help out with this?
Yeah, it's been great seeing everyone in pink out here tonight coming and supporting the basketball games and Relay for Life. It's always been a big part of our community every year, and it's just nice to bring it into the basketball season.
You guys feel that a little bit when you're out there playing, maybe that you're playing for a little bit more than just a basketball game?
Yeah, definitely. With everyone here to cheer on, not only for the basketball, but the fundraising for Relay for Life. It always brings a good atmosphere. Yeah,
absolutely. And we've been reading off throughout the night the cancer stats. It's so crazy how many people that cancer actually affects. So you guys doing a great job out there. Let's talk a little bit of the basketball game. Your team right there with Bishop Garrigan in the first half just can't stay with them in the end.
Yeah, it was a good game. Just being aggressive every possession and 0-0 every possession, just keeping it up and playing good defense on them. I know they have Audie, which is big, and it's hard to stop her, but just keeping composed under pressure is really a big key.
Now you guys will have a couple of nights off. After a couple of nights of playing, you'll have a couple of nights off, some practice, get ready for Lake Mills on Friday. What do you guys need to get ready to do to play a Lake Mills team that was right with you at Lake Mills?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be nice being back in practice again after coming off of a few games and just working on our offense and defense and what we need to do to prepare for Lake Mills. So. Yeah.
Lake Mills, obviously that rivalry. I know you guys probably know some of the girls, and you guys are friends off the court. Obviously, when you get into the game time on the court, it's always that rivalry. But of course, the last game last year, they beat you over there, and then earlier this season when you guys played them, they had you guys down to the wire at the end of that game, and you guys were able to pull it out at the end. So you know it's probably going to be a tough one when Lake Mills comes to town.
Yep, just coming out aggressive and knowing that how we can play and who we are as a team and coming out and getting that win.
Do you think you guys can use some things from that first game film-wise? Can you guys use things from that first game to try to help you prepare for this second game with Lake Mills?
Yes, definitely, especially towards the end. And if it was like a tight situation like last game, just staying composed and really treating each possession like it's the last one important.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Lily, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Zach.
Lily Nelson from the Forest City girls basketball team joining us here at the halftime break. We'll be joined now by Forest City girls basketball coach, Matt Erpelding. He'll join us as well here. You'll have to pull, there you go. You have to pull out the side of your ear there. There you go, and hear us, Coach. Obviously, your team, I thought, played really, really good basketball tonight. Bishop Garrigan a little bit too much.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what we knew coming in. You got to just hope you can outscore Audie and some of their role players a little bit. If you let Molly and Audie both score, it's hard to beat them. You just can't stop Audie inside. You just don't have the length to do it. So, we gave her 40 or whatever, and they just had a couple other kids that stepped up and had a dozen or 10 here and there. So. Yeah, our game plan was obviously much better. We competed for 32. That's the biggest thing, and saw some good things out of the team. So yeah, really proud of the effort. We knew it was going to take an unbelievable effort, and we didn't make free throws as well as we wanted to tonight. Missed some shots around the rim, and to beat the number one team in the state, you got to you got to convert all those things. And tonight we didn't, but we competed for 32, and that's what you take away from it.
Yeah, not just the number one team in Class 1A, but of course they don't really play in other classes as much as they went out of state this year. But definitely the number one team in a lot of classes. I want to talk about your inside girls though tonight on Audie. When you look at her, she had 42 points tonight. So you're going to say, but I thought from an effort standpoint and kind of watching your girls inside, Bethany, Drew. Jenna when she got in later, and then some of the other girls that are coming down to help. I thought they played great inside, trying to defend her as well as you could.
They did. We just literally squeezed her, so she had no room to move, but she can just out jump you. She's just too long. So yeah, we competed tremendously, and then same thing. The shot goes up, and if you're not quick to get a body on her, she's going to get the back. She's going to be able to reach over the top and get the board and stay off your back. So it's just a tough match. But you're exactly right. Carly and Jaden and Bethany and Drew and Jenna there late. Maybe I think if she was in there when Audie was in there, they battled. All those girls battled, and they knew they had to, and they stepped up to the challenge. But yeah, you just can't stop that.
And your team's been a pretty disciplined team this year, about 15 turnovers per game. We saw some early turnovers here. Your team really, I thought, maybe middle of the second quarter and end, your team really cleaned that up. We had a lot of turnovers at the end of the game, but really focused down later in the game.
We didn't get off to a good start in it. And Coach Strukel talked about in the locker room afterwards, start of the game, we were nervous. A lot of girls nervous. Too many empty possessions. And then we didn't finish the second half or the second quarter real well. Either let them, go on a 6-0 run or an 8-2 run. So, yeah, nerves got to us, too many turnovers. But, like I said, kids trying to do the right thing.
Coach, you're going to take on a Lake Mills team now on Friday, a team that has really given your team problems over the last 2-3 games. They've really given you guys a little bit of a hassle. So how do you beat Lake Mills now on Friday?
We got to be disciplined defensively, keep Vonik under control, keep her out of the paint, keep her from pushing it in transition. I thought we did a real good job tonight of stopping Bishop Garrigan's leak out, so we need to do that again Friday night. And, yeah, Beth's done a tremendous job up there. They're going to be coming in here competing hard, and we're still battling for that second or third spot in the conference, so we got to take care of business and keep getting better as we get ready to head into the tournament trail.
All righty, Coach. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Z.
That's Forest City head girls basketball coach Matt Erpelding. We'll come back in 30 seconds for more of our halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. Scoring in the first half looked like this. For Bishop Garrigan, Jack Grandjeanette had 9 points. It was 8 for Carter Schwab, 3 for Drew Muller, 2 for Drew Fogarty, 2 for Logan Nemmers, and 1 for Aiden Hovey. For Forest City, Tommy Miller has 14. It was 6 for Connor Sopko, 4 for Greg Smith, 2 for Carson Strukel, 3 for Ty Dillaboo, and 3 for Carson Hall. Forest City outscored Bishop Garrigan 17-11 in the first quarter, 18-4 in the second quarter, and lead 35-25. Welcome back here on our halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their education and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. Zarin Egestal with you courtside tonight, just to the left side of half court, left side of your radio dial. That's where Bishop Garrigan will start with the basketball in the second half. 35-25, Forest City leads. They go inside to Fogarty. Fogarty loses the handle on it. Ball's loose. Still on the floor now. Tommy Miller's got it. He dribbles through 2 defenders. Inside, Dillaboo layup, no good. Rebound to Fogarty. Back the other way for Bishop Garrigan. Here's Hovey. Hovey, short corner left side. Out to Schwab. Now Grandjeanette. Here's Noonan on the right side. Noonan back to Grandjeanette. A very wild start to the third quarter. 7:30 to play here in the third. Indians lead by 10. Schwab for 2. It's good. Carter Schwab gets a 2-point basket. He's now in double figures with 10. 35-27, 7:19 to go in the third. Carson Hall. Here's Sopko. Strukel. Dillaboo left wing. Hall inside Strukel. Strukel looking for 2. It's up. It's no good. It spins off the rim. Rebound Bishop Garrigan. Here come the Golden Bears trying to have the first 2 baskets of the quarter. It's up and it is good. Just like the first half. Bishop Garrigan starts with the first 2. They lead 4-0 if you're starting 0-0 at halftime. Right now, though, the actual score of the game, 35-29, Forest City by 6. It was a 4-0 start to the game for Bishop Garrigan. Then the Indians answered with 5 straight. Tommy Miller has it on a missed shot from Sopko. 14 on the shot clock as that one did hit the rim. 3 for Carson Hall is up and it is no good. Rebound to Fogarty. Fogarty across the half-court line. Bishop Garrigan trying to cut into the lead even further. Fogarty. Here's a drive inside Schwab. Kicks it back out to Hovey. Here's Fogarty for 2. It's up and it is no good. Rebound to Strukel for Forest City. Carson Hall outlet pass to Connor Sopko on the right wing. Sopko with the basketball. Strukel at the free throw line. Strukel, Tommy Miller back to Strukel. Inside for 2. It's no good. It's short. And the rebound goes to Bishop Garrigan. Forest City now missing their first 3 possessions here in the second half. Inside Hovey. Hovey trying to work on Dillaboo. To Fogarty. Fogarty for 2. It's no good. And the rebound goes to the Indians. So the Indians force a miss there and grab the rebound. Sopko with it. Here's Tommy Miller. 5:43 to play third quarter. Strukel with Sopko with the basketball. Looking at Strukel. Here's Tommy Miller, 20 on the shot clock for the Indians. Miller feeds it off to Carson Hall on the right wing. Hall back to Sopko. Sopko will try for a 3. It's no good, and the rebound goes to Bishop Garrigan. Across the half-court line, here comes Hovey. Hovey drives in looking for 2. It's up, and it is no good. Rebound to Noonan. Noonan out to Schwab. Schwab in the lane. Inside for 2, no good. Fogarty. Now the basketball is loose. Finally going to come up with it is Fogarty. Another opportunity for Bishop Garrigan. Here's Noonan. He'll drive in. Fogarty up for 2. It's good. 6 straight to start the second half for Bishop Garrigan. They've got it back to 4. It's 35-31. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Across the half-court line comes Bishop Garrigan. Forest City. Tommy Miller inside. Has the ball taken away. Here come the Golden Bears. Schwab on the run, trying to have 8 straight to start the quarter. Schwab for 2, no good, gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Noonan. Noonan has it stripped away by Carson Hall. And then Hall is fouled by Schwab, who runs right into him here in front of the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bear bench. So Schwab will be charged for his second foul. First foul of the half for Bishop Garrigan. 35-31. 4:39 to play here in the third quarter. Carson Hall will inbound the basketball for the Indians. here in front of the Bishop Garrigan bench. 4:39 to play in the third. Ty Sopko will check in here for Forest City. Ty Dillevue will check out. Across the half-court line, Tommy Miller will come for Forest City. Miller will work across the half-court line, working on Grand Jeanette. Here's Carson Hall. Sopko on the right wing inside to Smith. Has the ball poked away, and Bishop Garrigan has the basketball back. Fogarty for two. It's up, and it is good, and a foul. Fogarty gets the two-point basket to go, and a foul. Bishop Garrigan scores the first 8 of the quarter. Now they have a chance to make it a 1-point game. What was a 10-point Forest City lead at halftime. Bishop Garrigan on an 8-0 run. And we'll see a free throw coming here for Fogarty, and one opportunity for Fogarty. He's got 6. It's up, and it is no good. And the rebound goes to Tommy Miller. Miller comes across the half-court line for Forest City. On the left wing, here's Connor Sopko with it for Forest City. Sopko to now Ty Sopko. Here's Carson Hall at the free throw line. Hall stops. Here's Ty Sopko on the right wing. 18 on the shot clock. Tommy Miller has the basketball. Miller looking inside at Smith. Smith inside the lane out to Sopko. Sopko drives in, spin move in the lane. Ty Sopko for 2, no good. Rebound is picked up by Garrigan. Garrigan back to within 2 after trailing by 10. Here's Noonan for the tie. It's good. Ryan Noonan has the 2, 10 straight for Garrigan. It's 35-35. Forest City led by 10 at halftime. That lead is now gone. It's 35-35, 3:36 to go here in the third quarter. Sopko has the basketball to Tommy Miller. Miller over to Carson Hall. Hall will drive in looking for 2. It's no good. Rebound to Sopko, and he's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. So Sopko will go to the free throw line here for Forest City. Noonan charged for the foul. That'll be his first. It is the second team foul against Bishop Garrigan in the second half. And we'll see a free throw coming here on Connor Sopko, a couple of them. He's got only 3-pointers tonight, and that'll stay that way right now as he misses this first free throw. 3:24 to go, third quarter, 35-35. Forest City and Bishop Garrigan knotted up. Connor Sopko trying to break that tie with a free throw here. Missed the front end. Second free throw is up, and it is good. He will break the tie. Indians back in the lead. 3:24 to play here in the third quarter as Nemers checks in. Here for Bishop Garrigan. Carter Schwab will do the inbounding for the Golden Bears. To Noonan. Noonan to Fogarty. Fogarty across the half-court line. Grand Jeanette. Grand Jeanette loses the basketball. Indians got a steal. Here's Tommy Miller, left wing. Miller with it. Miller at the free throw line. He now has it taken away by Grand Jeanette. Grand Jeanette loose the other way. Grand Jeanette to the rim, and he scores. 37-36. Bishop Garrigan now leads after Forest City led the entire first half. Led by 6 at the end of the first. Led by 10 at halftime. Now Garrigan leads by 1. Strukel has the basketball top of the key. Strukel to Connor Sopko. Sopko looking back inside to Strukel, wasn't open. Tommy Miller will try a floater from the free throw line, no good. Basketball out of bounds off of Bishop Garrigan, and it will stay with Forest City. 2:47 to play, third quarter. Not the third quarter Forest City was looking for. A start to it at least. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball to Strukel. Now Sopko at the free throw line. Sopko out to Miller. Left wing. Miller back to Sopko. Sopko over to Strukel on the right wing. Here's Tommy Miller. Greg Smith on the right wing working on Fogarty. Here's Dillevue. Smith will drive baseline. He loses the handle on the basketball, and it will travel. So Smith loses the handle on it. He falls to the floor. Travel's called. Timeout Forest City. 37-36. Indians trail by 1. It's an 11-1 run for Bishop Garrigan to start the quarter. 2:27 to play in the third. Full timeout will come back in 1 minute. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 37-36, 2:27 to play here in the third. And Carson Hall will inbound the basketball, or who's going to inbound the basketball? It's Bishop Garrigan basketball. Okay, that's what we were trying to figure out. So Bishop Garrigan gets the basketball. Across the half-court line comes Noonan with it. Noonan over to Carter Schwab on the right side. Schwab, Grand Jeanette will drive in, and a travel is called. We're going the other way. Strukel thought he had a block, but before the shot went up, a travel is called. 2:12 to go here in the third quarter, 37-36. Across the half-court line, Carson Hall will bring it here for Forest City. Hall at the 10-foot volleyball line. Connor Sopko on the right wing. Sopko feeds it off to Tommy Miller. Here's Dillevue. Carson Hall at the free throw line. Hall over to Dillevue. Dillevue back to Tommy Miller on the right wing as they switch places. Here's Carson Hall, steps around a defender. Now he's going to try for a two. It's up and it's good. Smooth shot there from Carson Hall. First field goal for Forest City. Indians win on a nearly 7-minute drought here in the second half. Finally make their first field goal. Inside Fogarty. Nemmers at the free throw line for two. It's good. Logan Nemmers gets a two to go at the free throw line. 39-38, Bishop Garrigan by one. 1:25 to go third quarter. Here's Carson Hall for the Indians. Right side of your radio dial. Connor Sopko has the basketball. Inside Strukel. Back out Sopko. Sopko steps around a defender. He'll give it out to Dillevue left wing. Dillevue. Carson Hall. 15 on the shot clock. Connor Sopko at the free throw line. Tommy Miller now gets the exchange from Sopko. Floater no good. Tommy Miller gets his own rebound. He puts it back up and scores. Indians back in the lead by one. 40-39. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Noonan. Noonan steps back. Grand Jeanette left wing. 48 on the game clock. Inside Nemmers for two. He scores. Bishop Garrigan back in the lead by one. 41-40. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Across the half-court line, Carson Hall with the basketball. To the right side, Sopko with it for the Indians. Here's Tommy Miller inside to Strukel. Strukel working on Nemmers. Strukel kicks it out. Dillevue, he'll try for a three. That's no good. Rebound to Sopko. Sopko has it for the Indians. 21 on the game clock. No shot clock here, as there's 21 on the game clock in the third quarter. Now 15. 41-40, Bishop Garrigan by one. Here's Tommy Miller at the 10-foot volleyball line. 8 seconds here in the third quarter. Connor Sopko has it. 5 seconds in the quarter. Back to Miller. No, it's stolen by Grand Jeanette, and Grand Jeanette will get a two at the buzzer. He misses it. And we will go 41-40. Grand Jeanette got a steal. He rushed the shot at the end. Tried to go for a layup. He rushed it. He missed it. So Forest City somehow, fortunately, only down by one heading to the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter today brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. And we'll have that fourth quarter for you in 30 seconds.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Our fourth quarter today brought to you by A&W. Still have plenty of time, about 25 minutes to get down to your local Forest City A&W store today before they close up shop at 9 o'clock. A&W has root beer floats, shakes, polar swirls, and more on Highway 69 North in Forest City today. A&W is a sponsor of today's fourth quarter. We appreciate our good friends at the A&W store in Forest City for sponsoring today's fourth quarter. Again, they're open till about 9 o'clock. If you don't catch them tonight, catch them tomorrow at 11 a.m. 41-40, Bishop Garrigan outscores Forest City 16-5 in the third quarter to lead by one. 41-40, Indians led by 10 at the end of quarter number two at halftime. Indians will get the basketball here. At this point, Forest City just needs to win the fourth quarter. Whoever wins the fourth quarter will come out on top. If Forest City only wins by 1, though, we'll go to overtime. Inside, they tried to throw it inside to Bransoy, stolen away by Bishop Garrigan. Indians scored just 5 points in the third quarter. Their first field goal didn't come till almost a minute and a half left in the quarter. Inside Noonan, Nemers for 2. It's up no good. A rebound, batted out of bounds by Dillevue, and it will stay with Bishop Garrigan. 7:32 to play here in the fourth. 41-40. A 1-point lead as Carter Schwab will inbound the basketball. Schwab to Hovey for 2, no good. Rebound back out to Schwab. Another opportunity for Bishop Garrigan. Schwab on the right wing inside to Nemers. Here's Grangenet on the top of the key. Grangenet to Noonan left wing. Inside Nemers looking for 2. His shot is blocked, and the rebound comes loose on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, which will go to Bishop Garrigan. Mullers was in there. He's on the floor. Dillevue's on the floor. Nemers is on the floor. Many bodies on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball here to Bishop Garrigan. 41-40. Golden Bears lead by 1. 7:09 to play in the fourth. Inbound pass. Schwab will inbound it from the right side of the backboard. Grangenet. Here's Mullers on the left wing inside to Schwab. Schwab for 2. It's up and it's good. Carter Schwab grabs it, puts it up. He finds a 2-point basket, and Bishop Garrigan now leads by 3, 43-40. Carson Hall, 10-foot volleyball line. Sopko on the left wing. Bransoy. Now Carson Hall inside to Dillevue, and a foul is called on Bishop Garrigan. So Golden Bears going to be called for a foul on the floor. It'll go against Hovey. That'll be his first, third team against the Golden Bears. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball to Carson Hall. Hall inside the lane. His shot short, no good. Rebound, though, out to Bransoy. Bransoy will drive in for 2. He's fouled and will head to the free throw line. Bransoy going to the free throw line now for Forest City. And the body is going to be called there on Nemers. Nemers might have had a clean block, which he was arguing, but the body is the part of the foul that's called. Here's the free throw. It's up and good for Bransoy. You can get all ball, but if you throw your body into the other player's body, that's still a foul. A lot of people get frustrated with that when it comes to officiating and shots going up. Free throw is up, and it is no good there for Bransoy. You throw your body into another person, that's still a foul. There's 2 different fouls that can be called. Actually 3. Get called for a push, get called for on the arm, get called for body. A lot of things that can be called, and that's what's called there. Here's Mullers, turnaround, he traveled. Yeah, we're going the other way. 6:22 to play here in the fourth. It's 43-41. Forest City trails by 2. And they'll get the basketball back, trailing by 2 across the half-court line. Carson Hall will come with it here for Forest City. Hall on the right wing. Hall still with it. Feeds it inside to Dillevue. Dillevue back out to Hall. 20 on the shot clock. Tommy Miller's got it. They've got tough defense on him. Miller gets a screen looking for 2. It's up and it's good. Great screen to get Tommy Miller open by Bransoy. Won't get an assist there, but he should. 43-43 as he got Miller open, and then Miller does the rest. Here's the right side. Mullers. Schwab top of the key. Schwab being guarded by Hall. Schwab will get fouled as the foul will go against Carson Hall. That'll be his first. Second team foul called against Forest City in the half. 5:44 to play in the fourth quarter. 43-43. Bishop Garrigan has the basketball. Grangenet gets the inbound. Good defense by Forest City quickly on him. Here's Hovey. Now Schwab is going to wind up for 3. It's good. Schwab just winds up for 3 and knocks it down. 46-43. Indians trail by 3. Sopko trying to answer with a 3. That's no good. Rebound will go to Bishop Garrigan. Grangenet's got it. They're running the other way. Grangenet across the half-court line. Now Schwab. Schwab drives in looking for 2. Floater is good. Carter Schwab finds the 2-point basket. 48-45. Bishop Garrigan now by 5. 5:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Tommy Miller's got it on the left wing. Miller. Carson Hall. He'll try for a 3. It's no good. Rebound to Bishop Garrigan. They pass up to Schwab. Schwab gets it to go. Schwab has 7 straight for Bishop Garrigan. It's now 50-43. Golden Bears by 7. All out of the hands of Carter Schwab. 4:48 to play here in the fourth. Sopko top of the key. Gets one to bite on his pump fake. Now to Miller. Miller in the lane for 2, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and he scores. Timeout called. Forest City trails by 5, 50-45. 4:37 to play here in the fourth quarter. At 32nd timeout, we'll take it as well. We'll come back in 30. Indian basketball from KIOW.
Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. As 50-45, a 5-point lead here for Bishop Garrigan. Forest City led by 10 at the half. But the Golden Bears now lead by 5, have the basketball, 4:37 to play fourth quarter. Still a lot of game left here for both of these two teams. Basketball in the hands of the Golden Bears. Fogarty, Schwab top of the key. He's got 7 straight. Inside, Fogarty throws it away, and the Indians will get it back. Bishop Garrigan with a turnover. Forest City trails by 2 possessions, and they're going to get the basketball back. Connor Sopko across the half-court line. Sopko gets a screen from Bransoy. Here's Tommy Miller now. 4:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Tommy Miller top of the key. Bouncing around, hands it off to Carson Hall. Hall to Sopko. Sopko on the right wing. Here's Tommy Miller. Free throw line, Miller for 2. It's up no good. Rebound to Bransoy. Bransoy back to Hall for 2. It's short again. This time the rebound back to Bransoy. Third opportunity for Forest City. Sopko will try for 2. It's in and out, no good. 3 opportunities for Indians, 3 misses, and a timeout. Oh, they didn't get the timeout, but they'll get the 2 from Carson Hall. Carson Hall grabbed the basketball. He was in trouble deep within enemy. Well, he was in his own territory there, but a lot of Golden Bears and just Carson Hall. Indians try to call a timeout. They weren't granted it, but they get the basket to go. Kind of a circus shot from Carson Hall. It's now a 3-point game. Rebound is loose on a missed shot from Bishop Garrigan. Forest City's got it back. Carson Hall, floater in the lane, is no good, and a foul is called on Bishop Garrigan. 3:22 to play here in the fourth. Bishop Garrigan called for the foul. Watching this on replay here, Carson Hall just grabs that, throws it back up, and gets it to go. So foul called against Bishop Garrigan. It's going to go against Fogarty. That's his second. Inbound to Sopko. Indians trail by 3, 50-47 with 3:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. Tommy Miller on the left wing. Miller hands it off to Carson Hall. Hall inside to Bransoy. Bransoy working on Nemers for 2. It's no good. And the rebound goes to Bishop Garrigan. Carson Hall going for a steal again. He got one a moment ago and got a 2. This time he's called for a foul. It'll be his second foul. And it'll be the third team foul against Forest City. 3:06 to play here in the fourth quarter. 50-47, a 3-point lead for Bishop Garrigan, Golden Bears have the basketball with the Indians trailing by 3. Schwab, who has 7 straight for the Golden Bears, makes it 9 straight with a little break in between scoring, but he's still scored 9 straight points, 52-47. A 5-point lead for Bishop Garrigan. 2:50 to play in the fourth. Sopko, top of the key. Carson Hall, left wing. Hall, Tommy Miller now for the Indians. Here's Greg Smith. Sopko for 3. That's good. Sopko nails a 3, and it's back to a 2-point game. 52-50. Indians trail by 2. 2:34 to play here in the fourth quarter. Grand Jeanette, the Indians looking for a steal. They got it. They got a steal. Tommy Miller for the lead. It's good! Tommy Miller, the 3 in the lead. Back-to-back threes for Forest City. They lead 53-52. 2:17 to play in the fourth. Timeout called by Bishop Garrigan. Indians lead 53-52. It's a full timeout, 1-minute timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back, 2:15 to play. Indians by 1. Indian basketball from KIOW.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Indians lead 53-52. They're back again. Bishop Garrigan loses the basketball. They get it back inside Fogarty for 2. He scores. So Fogarty will get a 2-point basket. Bishop Garrigan back in the lead by 1, 54-53. Indians have the basketball, though. 1:59 to play here in the fourth quarter. Carson Hall has it for the Indians. Hall, top of the key. Hall, spin move in the lane, kicks it out to Strukel, but he's called for a travel, and it will go the other way. 1:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Indians turn it over, and Bishop Garrigan gets the basketball back, leading by 1, 54-53. 1:50 to play. Across the half-court line, here come the Golden Bears with the basketball. Bishop Garrigan has it on the left side. They go inside. This is Hovey, and they throw it away. Hovey throws it away, and Forest City will get the basketball back. So the Indians get the basketball back. 54-53. Indians trail by 1. 1:39 to play here in the fourth quarter. Carson Hall will inbound the basketball to Tommy Miller. Miller gives it back to Carson Hall. Across the half-court line, here comes Forest City. They trail by 1, but they have the basketball. Sobko, Tommy Miller back to Sobko. 21 on the shot clock here for the Indians. 1:20 here on the game clock in the fourth quarter. Indians trail by 1, 54-53. Smith, top of the key, looking for a 3. That's no good. And the rebound goes to Bishop Garrigan. Across the half-court line, Grand Jeanette feeds it inside to Fogarty, and he traveled. And we go the other way. Fogarty traveled, and then dropped some explicit language that he's fortunate and a referee did not hear. But if you can lip read it, you can see it. 54-53. 1:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Carson Hall with the basketball. Hall will bring the ball across the half-court line here for Forest City. They trail by 1. Top of the key, Sobko. Tommy Miller inside the lane. Tommy Miller out to Strukel. Strukel working on Nemmer. Strukel back out, Tommy Miller. Miller back to Strukel. Strukel inside on Nemmers for 2. It's up and it's good. Strukel gets a 2 to go for Forest City, his first of the half. Indians by 1, 55-54. 40 seconds left in the game. Bishop Garrigan cannot use the rest of the game and wait for one shot. Inside, Hovey for 2. No good, but a foul's called, and Hovey's going to the free throw line. So no good on the shot. He's going to the free throw line. Now the shot clock's going to be off, so whoever gets the basketball after the free throws, the shot clock will be off. Hovey at the free throw line for 2 here for Bishop Garrigan. Hovey's 1 for 2 on the free throw line this evening. His first one is up and it is good. He gets it to go. We're tied 55-55. 34 seconds left in the game. If Hovey makes this, it'll be a Bishop Garrigan lead by 1. If he misses it, whoever grabs the rebound will have the basketball with no shot clock in a tie ball game. 55-55. 34 seconds left in the game. Hovey will shoot the free throw for Bishop Garrigan, a 56% free throw shooter this season. Free throw is on the way. It's up and it is good. Hovey makes them both. Timeout is called. Bishop Garrigan will take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. We come back in 30. Bishop Garrigan by 1. Indian basketball from KIOW.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School. 56-55. Bishop Garrigan by 1. 34 seconds left on the clock. No shot clock. The Indians can hold for the final shot. What will they do? Forest City still has 2 timeouts remaining. Carson Hall will inbound the basketball, and a foul is called on Schwab, and that'll be the 6th foul called against Bishop Garrigan, so the next one will send Forest City to the free throw line. Schwab trying to go for the steal, but he's called for the foul. 31 seconds now here in the fourth quarter. Garrigan leads by 1. Inbound the basketball. Carson Hall has it for Forest City. Hall across the half-court line. Hall over to Sopko. 20 seconds left in the game. Garrigan leads by 1. Tommy Miller has the basketball. Here's Carson Hall on the right wing. Connor Sopko, top of the key. Sopko, short corner right side. Dillavu. Now Tommy Miller, 12 seconds left. 10 seconds left in the game. Tommy Miller, floater in the lane. It's up. It's no good. A rebound to Bishop Garrigan, and a foul called on Forest City. Tommy Miller shot the 2 with 5 seconds left. Did not get it to go. Foul called against Bishop Garrigan. It's just the 15th foul called on Forest City, so the Indians are going to have to foul more, but there's only 4 or 5 seconds left in the game, so they're going to have to foul quickly. There's only 5 seconds left in the game. Have to foul quickly. 56-55. 5 seconds left in the game. The Indians have to get a steal. The Indians have the possession arrow. If they can get a jump ball and a quick foul on Schwab, 1 second comes off the clock. It's only the 6th foul. We still have one more. Carson Hall called for the foul against Forest City. And a timeout is called by Bishop Garrigan. 56-55, a 30-second timeout called by Bishop Garrigan. We'll keep it right here. 4 seconds left in the game. Indians trail by 1, 56-55. Bishop Garrigan has to get it in and then a foul, but the problem is if it gets in and gets another quick foul, that's still just 3 seconds left on the clock. And Forest City could really use a steal. Possession arrow, it does favor Forest City if they can get a jump ball. 56-55. Indians trail by 1. Sam Clausen is in for Forest City. Jackson Archer, Carson Hall, Tommy Miller, and Dillavu are the 5 for Forest City. They're going to inbound the basketball, probably trying to get it into Nemmers. Nemmers hasn't been horrible from the free throw line tonight, but if they can just get it into him, they can waste some time off the clock. Fogarty is going to inbound the basketball. They inbound it, and a foul is called. 2 seconds come off the clock, so the Indians burn 2 seconds on the inbound pass, and now we'll shoot 1-and-1 free throws. Foul will go against Clausen. Just 2 seconds left, and Forest City will have to use a timeout. With 2 seconds left in the game, the Indians, it's going to be tough on them. They got to get a rebound and get a ball to half court and get a shot up here in 2 seconds. No time for a 2. It's going to have to be a 3, and it's likely going to have to be from half court. 56-55. Obviously, Connor Sopko, one of those guys that the Indians are going to want the ball in his hands, shooting from half court. If anybody's going to be shooting from half court, probably going to want the ball. Sopko, one of the main keys for Forest City to have the ball in his hand. Tommy Miller, of course, capable. Carson Hall capable from that location, but Sopko is the one that likes to shoot from deep. 56-55 is the lead for Bishop Garrigan. 2 seconds left on the clock, and we'll have free throws for the Golden Bearers after the timeout. Timeout called by Forest City. If Bishop Garrigan, maybe they might purposely miss the free throw. They purposely miss the free throw. They have to hit the rim. If they don't hit the rim, then the Indians have a chance to inbound the basketball and try to get it to half court. So we'll see what the Golden Bearers decide to do. They purposely missed this free throw. Forest City has to quickly get a shot up. 2 seconds left in the game, 56-55. The shooter will be Hovey. He's got the basketball at the free throw line. He sends it up. He makes it. So Hovey makes it a 2-point game. He makes it a 2-point game. He can make it a 3-point game if he makes this. If he misses it, he's going to leave Forest City with 2 seconds to get a shot up. Hovey's free throw. He gets the basketball. The free throw is up, and it is good. He makes it. Now Forest City will have a chance for a tie. The Indians, he makes them both. The Indians will have a chance to try to get a play drawn up. It's a full timeout. We'll take 30 of it. 58-55, Garrigan by 3. Indians will have a chance to inbound. We'll come back in 30 seconds on KIOW.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com, 58-55. If the Indians are going to send it into overtime, it's going to happen in spectacular fashion. They got to get the ball inbounded from underneath the hoop. They got to get a shot up in 2 seconds. You only have about 3 steps with 2 seconds to get that ball up. So you're going to be able to maybe pass it to half court and get 1-2. Shots got to go up. Of course, Ty Sopko also in the game for Forest City. Everybody can shoot the three. Dillavu will do the inbounding. He's the Indians quarterback. On the football field, he's going to have to try to quarterback a victory here tonight. He's got the ball in his hands. Dillavu looking to get the ball in. He does to Carson Hall. Hall from half court for the tie. It's no good. Carson Hall didn't get it to go from half court, and Bishop Garrigan is going to end Forest City's winning streak at 3. The Golden Bears outscore Forest City in the second half by 13 to come back and beat them after the Indians led by 10 at halftime. 58-55 will be the final score. Bishop Garrigan will end the Forest City winning streak at 3. Still a good effort there by Forest City in this contest. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Post-game show brought to you by County Line Seats will come your way. County Line Seats post-game show will come your way in 3 minutes.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck for the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at NIAC.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee! Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you saw on the fields this year? Give them a call today at 641-581-3300. Again, 641-581-3300. We'll have the post-game show for you in 30 seconds.
The County Line Seed team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the airport blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com as Forest City will fall tonight to Bishop Garrigan 58-55 as the Indians will end their win streak. Their win streak ends at 3. A good hard effort tonight against Bishop Garrigan, just not enough there in the second half. Third quarter, really, Garrigan outscores Forest City 16-5 in the third, and that's the difference in the game. Otherwise, pretty even. Indians 17-11 in the first quarter, 18-14 in the second quarter, led by 10 at halftime, 35-25. Second half, though, Garrigan, Indians scored just 20 points in the second half, whereas the Golden Bears put up 33, outscore Forest City 33-20 in the second half by 13 points to come back and win this game by 3 by a final score of 58-55. Though, as we mentioned before, another good effort on a back tonight. You're talking Forest City playing a really gritty North Iowa team last night here on this floor, a North Iowa team that really takes a lot out of you. And then Garrigan's the same way, a team that works really hard and a team that pushes you. So you got two really tough teams in back-to-back nights here. Pretty tough, but that's unfortunately the way the schedule works out this year. And Forest City just comes on the wrong end of the stick tonight. Got to look there at the end, just couldn't quite get it to go. And Garrigan wins 58-55, the final score. Let's take you back through our scoring rundown through this one. First of all, for Bishop Garrigan, Carter Schwab led the way with his number tonight, 21 points for Schwab. He had 9 straight in the second half, which really helped propel Bishop Garrigan past Forest City. Schwab hit a 2, then a 3, then another 2, and then another 2. He had 9 straight points in a 9-0 run there for Bishop Garrigan. He has 21 points tonight, 13 for Jack Grangenet, 2 in the second half, 9 for him in the first half. It was 8 points for Drew Fogarty, 6 points for Nemmers. Forest City did much better on Nemmers this time around than he did. Then he kind of went off against Forest City at Garrigan earlier this season. Actually, 10 days ago, can't really say earlier this season. It was 5 points in the contest for Hovey, 2 points for Noonan, and 3 for Drew Muller. Forest City once again led by Tommy Miller. Tommy tonight, third straight game in 20s as he has 23 this evening. That's what he had in the first half against North Iowa last night. He has 23 in the full game tonight to lead Forest City. Connor Sopko puts up another double-digit game with 13 points. It was 7 for Carson Hall. It was 4 points for Strukel, 4 points for Greg Smith, 3 for Ty Dillavu, and 1 for Tristan Bransoy. Again, the final score 58-55, the final score in this contest this evening. Forest City in the first half shooting from the free throw line. They went 2 for 2 in the first half from the free throw line. In the second half, the Indians were 2 of 4 in the second half for a two-half total of 4 of 6 from the free throw line for Forest City this evening. Bishop Garrigan, on the other hand, shot fairly well from the free throw line, especially in the second half. It was a 4 for 4 night from the free throw line for Hovey. 1 miss in the second half was from Fogarty. So 4 of 5 from the free throw line for Bishop Garrigan there in the second half. In the first half, Grand Jeanette went 3 for 3. Schwab went 2 for 2, so there's 5 for 5 there. Nemmers went 2 for 2, so you got 7 of 7, and then 1 of 2 for Hovey. So 8 of 9 for the free throw line in the first half for Bishop Garrigan. They'll have a 2-half total of 12. Bishop Garrigan makes 12 free throws, and they miss 5. 12 of 14 from the free throw line for Garrigan in this contest. Again, Forest City will fall tonight 58-55 to Bishop Garrigan. The final score. We'll have our NBT Bank Player of the Game. NBT Bank brings you tonight's Player of the Game. Brought to you by our good friends there at the NBT Bank. They have 10 North Iowa and Southern Minnesota locations to serve you. Checkings, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. See them online at nbtbank.bank. We'll have the NBT Bank Player of the Game for you in 30 seconds.
NBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with NBT? nbtbank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Forest City will fall to Bishop Garrigan tonight by a final score of 58-55. Our NBT Bank Player of the Game. NBT Bank brings to you tonight's Player of the Game. Connor Stopko had 3 threes in the first half, 1 in the second half, 4 total threes in this contest. He was really out there lighting up for Forest City tonight, and he is our NBT Bank Player of the Game. Again, FCIS Insurance was giving $45 to the Winnebago County Relay for Life tonight for every 3-point contest or every 3-point shot that was made in both the girls and the boys game. Let's go back to those threes and talk about what they're going to contribute to the Winnebago County Relay for Life. Connor Sopko had 4 threes for Forest City in the contest. It was 1 3 out of Ty Dillavu, 1 3 out of Carson Hall, and 1 3 out of Tommy Miller in this contest there for Forest City. So some good numbers being added up. A total of 7 threes for the varsity boys basketball team, and a total of $315 that will be donated there from FCIS Insurance to the Winnebago County Relay for Life. And actually, I got to grab my numbers here. I forgot what the girls put up in the first game. 7 threes for the boys in the second game. The girls had 1 out of Colette Logus, 1 out of Bethany Warren, 1 out of Hayden Brown, so there's 3 there. And then they had 1 out of Emma Anderson for 4, another 1 out of Carly Lambert for 5, and 1 out of Stella LaCour for 6. So the girls put up 6 3-pointers in this contest. At $45 is $270 there for the Winnebago County Relay for Life from FCIS Insurance. And the boys put up 7 3-pointers for another $315 there for the Winnebago County Relay for Life. So a 2 boys and girl total of $585 FCIS Insurance will donate to the Winnebago County Relay for Life for the 3-pointers made in this contest. So pretty awesome to see there from FCIS, another great contributor to our community. We appreciate Courtney Woogie and his company and everything they do. So FCIS Insurance will donate $585 for the 13 3-pointers that are made between the Forest City boys and the Forest City girls this evening. All right, both are back in action here at home on Friday as they will take on the Lake Mills Bulldogs. Tyler Harlow will be here. He will be on the call for that game here between Lake Mills and Forest City on Friday night. I will be in Coralville. You'll hear me on KIOW throughout the day on Thursday and Friday. I'll be in Coralville for the first ever. It's history. Girls, for the first time in the state of Iowa, are going to wrestle in a state championship, and I will have that coverage for you from Coralville on Thursday and Friday, so you can join me for that. Tyler Harlow, again, will be here at Forest City High School on Friday night for the Forest City boys and girls taking on the Lake Mills Bulldogs. He'll have the coverage for that one for you. I want to thank all of our great sponsors for sponsoring tonight's contest. Go out and patronize those businesses. Tell them that you appreciate their support of Forest City Indian High School athletics. We appreciate you going out supporting them. We appreciate them supporting us to be able to bring you basketball here on KIOW, both the Forest City girls and the boys throughout the season. So if you heard a sponsor on tonight's broadcast, it's very important to me to go out, patronize those businesses, and tell them that you appreciate their support of Forest City Indian High School athletics. Thanks to John Lentz back at the studio for all of his hard work this evening. We really do appreciate him as well. From Forest City High School, I'm Sarah Negastel saying good night, everybody.